Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Protein cereal sounds good, but just like the taste.
But nah, for real, it's better. It sounds better than when in practice, bro. I'm telling you right
now. Protein pancakes you can deal with, like use a.
No, I can eat protein waffles.
Protein pancake, yeah, those you could definitely make, right? Use the right Greek yogurts, a little bit of. You don't have to put too much powder though. Like too much powder throws it off. You got to throw in like the Greek yogurts, something to kind of balance that texture out.
Mm-hmm. Right, 1 second. Yeah, I'm gonna roll the intro, fellas.
Ready with the intro.
Oh wow.
Talk about that. If that's where you going with that, we going with the fucking. He about to go play in Australia. Hold on. Don't bring him up, no.
He actually never had a team that is actually that competent enough defensively.
Whether you believe he's efficient or not, considering his play style, it's not.
Man, I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. Don't go to the gym at 9 o'clock in the morning. Not 9 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock at night, and expect for you to get good results at 24-hour fitness. They're just gonna piss you off. I went so I get into the gym, right, and I'm like, I'm just gonna be there for 45 minutes. I fucked around and was there for like, I want to say 2 hours. I didn't leave until like 12. I know that for a fact.
Oh, that's a good workout.
I mean, yeah.
No, it's not.
It is a good workout.
That's a good workout. What you?
I wanted to be. No. It wasn't. I wasn't staying long because I was like still getting reps in. I was staying there long because I had to wait.
Oh, machine-wise. Yeah.
Really?
That's
at 9 o'clock.
I mean, like 6 to 9. 6 to 9 or 5 to 9 are like peak gym hours because everyone finishes work.
Yeah.
And then they go there. But after 9 or even I think after 10, it should slow down. Unless again,
not on a weekend because you got all them high schoolers that want to be gym heads all of a sudden, and so they be
because they saw somebody on Instagram or some shit, and that's exactly what happened.
Where around it, I haven't. I'm still training on the trail. I'm still on the running trail. I haven't gotten into the gym until April. That's when That's when the Instagram children get up out of there, so I can.
I mean, it's gym bros. It's the perfect way of describing it.
Around like May, June, that's when it be packed because some gyms like Planet Fitness, they let high school students go for free over summer.
Yeah,
over summertime, it'd be the worst, man. I got me a little gym. I had to buy me some equipment for my room. I'm tired of going to the gym, man.
Yeah, it's
I had to tell a gym influencer to get out of my way so I can work out.
I go like sometimes I got my tripod set up.
I ain't doing all that, man. I'm too old to be doing stuff like that. Got a whole tripod set up.
Jalen, not you flexing for the gram.
I might be posting a workout video and put like Usher's Bird as the background music. You know what I'm saying? While we really working. So Chris Brown say goodbye. Little Rihanna Unfaithful while we lifted. I'm telling you, that's man.
I ain't let you. They be having them R&B mixes that low key. They low key do different. They do be turning you up.
Yeah,
little genuine while bench pressing. Making sweet love to the weights. I'm telling you, push it.
What? Yeah, no, we moving on. We moving on from
that. JC, I need you to calm down, my boy. I need you to calm down.
Hold on. You
are out of pocket. Out of pocket.
I'm talking to 315s. Hit your incline for 275. I'm telling you.
We going to the gym trying to work out, not trying to be Shane Beasley.
Come on, that boy over here body rocking, knocking the boots on the gym. Get out of here, dog.
Kill two birds with one stone.
We got some early submissions. We have Goat James. Even though you changed your name, I will still call you as Goat James. He's a salute panel.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. Steven Sims just don't feel right saying that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I know that might be your real name, but that's just too much to ask of me, bro. I'm so used to Go James, brother.
Rebranding also says.
People knew my real name. It will surprise the hell out of them. So,
nah, man, I just found out your job occupation, man. You gonna give me a stroke? I ain't fucking with you.
Quindarius.
It's Quinton.
I ain't fucking with you. I am not fucking with you.
Rebranding says salute to the panel.
Salute Brandon, bro. Salute Brandon, bro.
And then the last one is the Swish. She says, "What's good? What's good in the hood?"
Yeah.
Nothing but buckets. Nothing but buckets.
Nothing at all. Nothing at all. All right, man. Desto said, "Oh wow, okay, nigga."
We don't deal with that, nigga.
Didn't y'all niggas lose to the Warriors?
Desto, did Desto say something?
Yeah, he said Lakers. We don't talk about a guy who's
nobody's scared of that. I can't wait to hear that part of it.
Jason Tatum fan who's a Lakers fan. That makes no sense, bro.
That is kind of wild.
Wait, you said
it's tough out here for
fan?
Exactly.
Yeah, he is a Jason Tatum fan, but he's a Lakers fan. Like that nigga's twofold. He's a definition of a flopper, bro.
That's really like a freaking Crip saying, "Yeah, my homeboy, he a blood, and we still friends." Though.
Wait a minute. Stop. Time out.
Oh, whoa. Where are we going with this? Where are we going?
That went too far.
Time out. So you mean to tell me?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. That was crazy.
So you mean to tell me he's a Jason Tatum fan, but he's a Lakers fan?
Yes.
He's a Jason Tatum fan, but he's a Lakers fan.
Sometimes you got your favorite
player. Dude, now you brought this on yourself, D. Oh no.
Yeah, he talking about y'all not.
Oh
no. Nobody
was
going to talk about the Lakers. We were finna segue to doing a quick recap of NBA All-Star Weekend, but you gave us something to talk about.
Blasphemy.
Let's about NBA All-Star Weekend. We are not talking about the Lakers. Let's move on.
Let's keep it real. Hey, Dexter.
Darrel, don't try to save a hoe now. Don't play that to save a hoe now.
Let's move on. Let's not talk about.
But real quick before we go ahead and get into it, really salute to the 4 people that's in here. Please make sure to hit that like button and make sure to subscribe if you haven't. Yeah, we got some big names. We got some big names, and they may not seem like they pop out at first, but when you realize where these people have been, what they got going on, these pretty big people. First off, we got Xeno. He's a nobody, right? Like we all understand that. And then
he must have heard you earlier.
Yeah, right. And then you got Rodney, you got Darrel. You know the vibes. You know the vibes.
If I move him down, I'm a bad guy, right?
Then we got up the score legend, Mr. Mar. Yes,
Holy glaze. Holy glaze.
Who we call OG, but to y'all, undisputed champ. What's going on? OG?
OG.
Yes, sir. And none other than PC Zone / FYF Zone / this nigga's everywhere. Jalen Carter, bro. Jalen Carter.
What's up? We out here. No doubt.
Real quick. I just want y'all to know before this is a real quick story. Right before we even started the show, right? Me and Jalen met each other on FYF. And I told him if I did the show, I would want him to be a guest. And he said for sure. So this is a long time in the making. It was going to keep it it's a long time in the making. But here we are. Shout out to Flight Sports. What's good? But let's go ahead and get into these topics real quick, right? So as we understand how disappointing
You're so wrong for that.
What?
Nah. So what just happened there is that I'm trying to put on Dexter saying salute to us. He flicks it back to Flight Sports. I click it back to Dexter. He flicks it back to Flight Sports. You're so wrong.
Flipping one.
You know what? You take care of the super chats. I'll just host, right? How about that, Xeno?
Good shit.
Because I was wondering what was going on at the bottom. I don't know. But as we all understand, NBA All-Star Weekend wasn't let's say cinematic as we hoped. But I want to go around the table, and we want to be positive as well as dish out some criticism. So what is one thing that you take away from the All-Star Weekend this year in a positive light? Xeno, you go ahead and you go first.
I will refrain from talking because I actually didn't watch it this season.
I'll go.
Oh man,
I'll go.
Oh man,
the one time we give him the chance to talk first and he don't show up.
He don't want to talk. Okay, all right.
All right, I'll go.
Darrel, you go ahead. You started off.
So basically, one of the positives I'll take from it that I enjoy watching the most was obviously it's always going to be a 3-point shootout, but that's Sabrina Ionescu versus Steph Curry. That was the best thing of All-Star Weekend.
Yeah, that was my answer.
And if the NBA and WNBA can start doing a thing now where if they get a WNBA player who wins their WNBA All-Star Weekend 3-point shootout, bring them to the NBA All-Star Weekend for 3-point shootout to do one-on-one against the best, I think that would be like a thing to watch because the WNBA is growing now, and you're starting to see a lot of women that are talented in the game of basketball today, especially behind the arc. And that's not just Sabrina, but you got others.
Jalen Clark.
You got other shooters that are coming in that like Kelsey Plum, another good shooter that she don't shoot much, but she can shoot when it comes down to it. So there's going to be a lot of talent from the women's side that I think could flourish.
Yeah, that's a great answer.
Zeno, before you pull that last chat up, let me go through everybody and then we can bring that up.
I was literally good. I literally was gonna wait throughout the whole time.
All right. OG, what you got for me?
Hey, piggybacking on that 3-point shootout, that was one for the ages. That was very, very exciting. But hey, the only criticism that I have because I don't want to be one of these super negative, and like I said, you don't want to be the angry old man talking about basketball, and I'm not going to do that. The only thing that I will say, though, hey, y'all got to tighten up on the dunk contest. The dunk contest has been an integral part of my upbringing. And if you want to see something just that was creative and smooth, now credit to them, it does shine a light on the G League players.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it does shine a light on the G League players and shows how much potential that they have as well. So that is a good spot because, the casual NBA fans are able to see guys, if they don't watch the G League or they're not going deep down the rabbit hole in the NBA, they can really see what the G Leaguers have. But as far as the casual fans, they want to see the huge names. They want to see some of the huge names that are in the NBA at this point as far as the dunk contest. I think they really need to tighten up on that, though. That is something that I can really say, like, if you can't do anything, tighten up on the dunk contest because I don't think they're going to be able on the big, huge all-star game. I don't think the competition level is going to go up anytime soon. But, on the dunk contest, you could do something about that.
OG, what's one thing you want them to do on the dunk contest?
One thing I would want them to do in the dunk contest, and I've said this, and I'm probably going to sound, and y'all can cook me if y'all want to. I have to say this. I say do the same thing Stephen A. said, but reach out to some of the guys.
Yeah,
that's exactly what I was about to say there.
So one second. Before we get into that, I think it's safe to say we all agree that the 3-point contest or the Sabrina versus Steph 3-point contest was probably the highlight for everybody of this past week, right?
For sure,
because it's the only competitive thing that
happened this week. Absolutely. Okay. I just want to clear that up. Okay, so we can go ahead and just dive into the critique because I think we all have some gripes with this past All-Star Weekend setup. You were talking about the dunk contest. To be quite honest with you, I'll leave it up to the panel. But to give context to chat, basically what Stephen A's idea is for the slam dunk contest is instead of giving this money to NBA players, reaching out to some of the best dunkers that's in the streets or some of the best content creator dunkers that we have available and offering them that lump sum of money to come onto live air, during All-Star weekend and do some of their best dunks in front of the world.
Like, I understand that concept. That concept, I think, is fine. Only problem is then it doesn't become an NBA dunk contest. We see the shows on YouTube, right? The Dunk King, and they have like these shows where they showcase these YouTube dunkers. And I think that's great, and it could be entertaining for a bit. But I just think the dunk contest will never be what it was. It's just there's sometimes that a product has its prime, and you just have to kind of move on from it in the sense of, one, NBA players will never want to compete against these guys because they know they'll lose. These guys are just a professional dunkers. Like, this is what they do a lot of times, whether to generate views, make their money off of, right? So that's that. And two, I mean, a lot of the dunks that we've seen, like, I just think at some point, like now, based on all the dunks I've seen, I'm not impressed unless you jump for the 3-point line. Like, at some point, like, humanly possible, everything's been done.
Yeah.
That's okay. You know what I mean? Like, just physically, there's only so much you can do that at some point, it's like, all right, we realize that it's been done. It was great. And it's just time to move on. I think what the All-Star kind of break needs, one is if you add a one-on-one tournament, players have talked about that, games up to 7, you bring the 8 or 16 best guys in the league, and you just make them play one-on-one. I think that would be the marquee event. But once again, I don't think players in this social media era, clip era, one little, hezzy tweet where you fall over, it's living on the internet forever. So I think a lot of these players, their egos won't allow them to play. But I think that would be kind of the move. In terms of, you mentioned the 3-point contest, I actually think that, again, having a WNBA player versus NBA guys, you can do that every year, but also in the skills competition. I think having WNBA players in the skills competition versus NBA guys, that could be a very good competition too. Because I think those two things, we understand the differences between males and females in terms of athletic ability, but I think in those two particular things, 100% that the female can compete, and they can definitely make it more competitive because people are really trying in a skills contest. So I think adding, WNBA players there not only grows the game of the WNBA, helps them out, but also they could definitely add an interesting element to that.
And I also want to say this. Desto, I don't think, to be honest with you, I don't think the NBA dunk contest truly ever really had a restriction to it. It was just the best dunkers happened to be in the NBA at the time. And piggybacking off of what Jalen said, like, we have to understand also what plays a part in this is when you see the Vince Carters, when you see the Blake Griffins, the Aaron Gordons, the Zach LaVines, eventually the Dominique Wilkins, the Michael Jordans, the Kobe Bryants, eventually these dunks that amazed us, they get old. And so eventually you see somebody do this amazing dunk like Derrick Jones. I went back and watched that Derrick Jones versus Aaron Gordon dunk off. And if we're gonna be honest, those dunks really ain't moving us in 2024. Not as much as they would have in the 2000s.
That Dominique Jordan dunk contest, I'm sorry, a lot of people wiping the floor with those dudes today. Let's keep real. Dominique doing the same dunk, just real powerful. And that's cool for this time. I get it.
Even Michael Jordan did the same dunk.
Yeah, come on, it's cool. Let's be real. Yeah, they're not making past the first round.
Was copied from Dr. J. A lot of those dunks that Michael Jordan was doing was copied from Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
So
that too.
I mean, and another thing that I think the NBA All-Star game. I mean, and I hate to say this right here. Why don't the NBA reach back out to the streets and reach back out to Rucker Park? That was a big part of the NBA at one point.
Well, I think but to be fair though, OG, Rucker Park isn't the Rucker of old. You know what I'm saying? Like, there a lot of these influential dunkers that's in the NBA, that not in the NBA. A lot of these influential dunkers that's going around on YouTube and stuff. These people are coming from Ohio. These people are coming from Oklahoma. You know what I'm saying? And there's a dude, I forget his name. He can throw the ball in midair.
You talking about Jordan Tilgana?
He can throw the ball behind his back, do a 360, grab it with the same hand that he just threw behind his back, and dunk the ball. That's a 50 in 2024. And so those type of creative dunks you're not seeing from the Jalen Browns. You're not going to see from even Zach LaVine if we're keeping it a stack. Like, these people there, they make a living off of that. And that's why you would bring them into the dunk contest fold, because these are people, that's their job. Their job is to be the most creative dunker around. And so you should, I think it's two things. You should reward them. And then on top of that, it is, I think to a certain degree, the players do have a point when they say it's NBA All-Star weekend. It's supposed to be a break. as much as a time for them to be able to showcase their talents, but for the fans. Some of these players don't want to do the dunk contest because shit, I already got to be here for the All-Star game. You know what I'm saying?
Those dunks also take hours and days to rehearse.
Yes.
So on JC's comment with the NBA, it's just the NBA dunk contest, and instead of being boring and complacent with this dunk contest and all that, I think Stephen A. Smith, I don't like co-signing with this dude, but he's right. I don't like co-signing, but he was right. Instead of us looking at it as just an NBA dunk contest, have these NBA All-Stars. I picked this dude to represent me and my team in this dunk contest. I'm sponsoring him, so I'm still a part of this, and I'm riding with this dude. He gonna take us to the dunk contest, and that keeps the NBA aspect a part of it. But it does get an opportunity to show off these guys who you only see on Instagram or YouTube, who do these tremendous dunks that we will never see in the NBA because these guys don't train for that. They don't train to throw the ball off the wall and come back and between the legs 2 times behind the back, crazy shit. Like, they don't train for that. But these dunkers do. These dunkers do train to jump as high as possible to get that dunk in.
And I think another thing too that people gotta understand, like, everyone gets upset with these NBA players, like, oh, why is he not doing the dunk contest, blah, blah, blah. And I was one of those people before, but then I have to think about it. A lot of these guys are in-game dunkers, and they probably feel like in their mind, I don't have the creativity to outdo something that happened the year before. And there's probably also players.
I disagree. I said I disagree.
But think about it, like, Jalen Brown is an in-game dunker, and I said this before the dunk contest even happened, and he proved it right there. He's just an in-game dunker. Like, even Blake Griffin's dunk contest really wasn't that good.
Oh, they had him set up to win. He didn't deserve to win that.
He sure didn't, because he jumped over the front of the car, not the actual. He didn't jump over the car.
He jumped basically on top of the hood.
No,
I tell you,
I want to hear that.
Anytime Rodney can remind the public that this nigga Blake Griffin didn't jump over the hood, he will. He will. We
literally just watched Kobe jump. Oh, a speeding car. He just jumped up in the air. Look, what?
Okay, that was added.
Yeah.
Did Kyrie do the same thing?
So, I promise you, no athlete worth a couple $100 million is letting a speeding car come at him and he's jumping.
That was an edit.
First off, this is Kobe. This is Kobe. He can do whatever the fuck he want to do.
Kobe. I'm a big Kobe fan. That was
I'll do whatever.
I'm gonna see if I can find it.
So, Kobe. Can I interject real quick?
Yes, sir.
And this might be a reach, but like I said, hey, feel free to cook. Isn't it safe to say another contributing factor of the dunk contest not being the dunk contest anymore is that that's not where the game is focused anymore? I mean, it's more of an outside-in game rather than an inside-out game. And guys are not worried about trying to – back when I was younger, back when dinosaurs roamed the earth, I mean, it was about making the big dunk. Nowadays, the big dunk, the crowd is not standing up anymore for that big, huge dunk at a regular game. The crowd is standing up for that big 3-point shot that Steph Curry or LeBron or somebody's going to make at this point. So isn't it safe to say that the evolution of the game is what caused the 3-point shootout to be a lot more up to par than the slam dunk contest was? Because I remember there was a time where it was the reverse. People would watch the 3-point contest, but they really wanted to see the slam dunk contest. Now they're trying to see, okay, who's the best shooter in the league, not just the best slam dunk contest, because everybody can damn dunk you in the damn NBA. Just being real, it was like everybody can dunk. It's just going to be how creative you're going to be at a certain point. So is it safe to say?
OG, I agree, but I disagree. Because I still feel that people are still standing up for these tremendous dunks. You still get Westbrook doing wild, powerful dunks. You got Jalen Green, Malik Monk. They're still going to stand up for these dunks because, one, you're coming through the lane. Is somebody going to contest it? Are we going to see somebody get dunked on We getting that poster moment. They still excited about it, but it's not as impactful as it once was.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because he's gonna hit the 2. You get the 2. I'm gonna come back and hit the 3.
Yeah,
That's the only change in that. But I still think they still get excited about the fact that he rose up above this dude.
Poster dunks will always be exciting.
But you have to ask yourself this: are the fans? And I'm like I said, I'm not trying to be the bitter old man. Are the fans getting more excited right now of someone being posterized at this point, or they're getting more excited about a guy shooting over a guy from the 3-point line from half court? Ask yourself that question.
I think it's the crossover.
I think a poster dunk still is incredible. Like you dunk a crazy John Morant dunk on Rudy Gobert, or whatever, is still going to be a highlight reel. We're going to talk about it the next day. We just don't see it. I guess we don't see posters as often. Maybe could back in the day, we probably don't see it as often. But I still think it's a big selling point. But sure, that a step back 3 or a half court 3, that's a big shot too, right? A half court 3 is going to be a highlight reel too. So I think they're both highlights for sure. But the poster dunk I think is always be fine. But like in-game dunking is still cool. Being creative in-game, that'll always still work, and we'll always see that. It's just the dunk contest dunking. It's just, again, like, I mean, what, jumping over a 4'2" Kai Cenat? Why is a 4'5" dude sitting down? Are you jumping over it? What's the point? There's no point of that. There's no point of that.
He gonna come get you. You better watch out.
And then he covers his eyes after the dunk. What are you doing? Like, he dunks it.
It wasn't.
And OG, that's why, like, I was saying, like some of the, on top of talking about like the dunks not being as impressive, and I agree with you to a certain extent that some of these players they don't feel like they're creative enough. Mm-hmm. But another part of this is some of these players, like if you go on Instagram and you see that niggas was bagging on the video, the dunk contest before that, dunk contest before that. Yeah. Are you really gonna feel motivated for you to be a part of the slander?
I mean, but the slander, some of the slander is actually valid. Like, what was that? The White Howard Nate Robinson dunk off. Like we sat here for like an hour for them to get this one dunk. I'm really
no. I'm not saying it's not warranted. I'm saying some when it comes to some of these players, there can be a point of where the slander gets to a level where it's so toxic that I don't want to be a part of that part of history.
Yeah. Like put yourself in the player's shoes. If the way that we think of the dunk contest, a lot of the players may think the same way and be like, "What's the point of me joining this? I don't even think the dunk contest is entertaining myself." And to piggyback off what OG was saying, what do y'all think is a better highlight? That 3-point that Stephen Curry made from half court when Andre Roberson already knew it was going in, or Anthony Edwards when he dunked on Max Strus like 2 years ago?
For me, both of them.
Yeah, but if you had to pick one,
if I had to pick that Anthony,
are you sure it's Max Strus and not Yuta Watanabe?
It was Watanabe.
That was Watanabe.
That was Watanabe.
The one I'm talking about didn't count. So the one.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah. One of those Ant dunks or that Steph Curry 3. Which one do y'all think?
To me, it's the Anthony Edwards one.
It's Anthony Edwards.
Give me John Morant's missed dunks too.
Yes. I'm with you, Jay.
Those are some real highlights.
Or Kyrie Irving's putback dunk. Like I don't know. Like me personally, well, real quick, do you want to read off the chat real quick, Xeno? Or no?
Which ones? All of them?
We can do the Brandon one. Okay. Yeah, Jalen. This speaks to a bigger point. He said he was doing the basic ass dunks that old heads praised from the 80s. Those dunks were trash. 1988 was the most overrated dunk contest of all time.
Speak of facts.
Ace 30 then backdoors. Pause. Ace 30 then says afterwards.
Ain't no pause. We grown. Ain't no pause.
Nah, man.
No pause. Resume.
You will get chastised by the nigga in the top middle. He will make sure.
He said no pause. Resume.
Ain't no pause. Ain't no pause needed. We ain't 15, but continue.
Yeah.
Brandon said the one that didn't count was nasty. Desto said Curry. I guess this is referring to the Anthony Edwards or the Steph Curry half court three. He said Curry. That was a game winner. They'll live forever. Ace 30. Oh, okay. Yeah, pause B for sure. That's what I'm saying.
See how when you say the game, so a game winner is different from a regular three, because a game winner is going to last forever, just like that tremendous dunk is going to last forever.
Yeah, and those
are the only things that are continuing.
Yeah, that's why they're the comparison.
That's a good ass point, Rodney. That's a good ass point. For every game winning three, for every amazing three that you see, there's like 4 or 5 amazing in-game dunks that happen on the regularity.
Now I get it. If you look at the Harden, what was it? Harden did to old dude from the Clippers, and he stared down. That's a different conversation because it's a part of a crossover. It's an entire sequence.
That was the Lakers. That was on JaVale McGee.
He's talking about
Wesley Matthews. Because that was the one that always gets played every time I look at highlights. It's the same one, and he stares at him for like a good second. Like, did you just? Okay. That stuff like that when you got a crossover and a three,
it's tough.
It's a tough move.
Yeah, the James Harden crossover and during his MVP season.
Yeah, that's a tough move, but not just a three over somebody. That's not gonna work.
Real quick, I do want to throw this. I want to throw this chat up here because this is he actually said this a minute ago. So I'm sorry, Desto, but he says I have a take. It's time to move the 3-point competition to the main event of Saturday night. I'm adding that in there, but yeah.
I've heard this for a couple of years now. People have said move 3-point contests to the main event. I think that's fine if you want to do that. I think they'll keep giving the dunk contest a chance and probably take kind of 3-4 down years in a row. And what do we had now? Dunk contest, how many down years in a row? I mean, I just think the Levine Aaron Gordon is the greatest dunk contest.
The Levine Gordon was in 20.
Yeah, that's the greatest.
That's the last good one.
17, 18, 19. Was 19? No, 19 was the Aaron Gordon versus what's McCullough, right? Yeah, versus Derrick Jones, right? Because that was during the Vice City era for the Miami Heat.
That's kind of okay too. Like Aaron Gordon came with it with that. He had a couple dunks that one too. I don't mind.
Yeah. So you have okay. I can see your point. If it's not like 3-4 years in a row, because after every like 2 years of a dud, we have like a semi good one that you can walk away with and be like, it was all right.
There's a couple dunks in there. Yeah, there's a couple dunks telling you like, okay.
Yeah. I can get with that. But I think the 3-point contest should be the main event. If not for anything, it acknowledges like the era we're in. Like we're in an era where the 3-point contest is like it's more enticing than the dunks that we've seen over and over again. You know what I'm saying? At least until they can figure out a format that brings excitement back to the slam dunk contest. I feel like the 3-point contest should be at the main event because if we being honest, or I'll just speak for myself personally. Saturday night, I watched the 3-point contest. Then I watched the Sabrina versus Steph 3-point contest, and then I left. I was out. I was not watching that dunk contest. There was no reason for me to watch it. It was Mac McClung versus Jalen Brown. Like I wasn't moved by Obi Toppin's brother. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna be honest about something too, because it's like I don't know if it's y'all, but like for me too, I think like when LeBron was first in Cleveland, how everybody was saying he needs to join the dunk contest and he never did it. I think that's gotten like a lot of upcoming superstars to be like, I'm not doing dunk contests, and it plays a factor because I feel like had he done it, because we saw Jordan do it, we saw Kobe do it, we saw these big superstars do it, and because LeBron never did it, you're starting to see future like NBA superstars that are like, I think I'm gonna pass on it. And now I just don't think you're ever going to have somebody else like that's a huge name in the league do the dunk contest. We're not going to see Ja Morant. We're not going to see Anthony Edwards. We're not going to see any of those guys ever do it.
Yeah. Somebody else.
What is the requirement to be in the dunk contest?
There's no requirement.
You just get asked.
Mac McClung.
You got to give me some requirement or something.
There was no requirement. Spud Webb never dunked in game, and he joined.
I feel like it's a. You know what I will say this. I feel like it's an unwritten rule that you have to be signed to an NBA team because that's the only way.
I'm with you.
Yeah, the Mac McClung story. It was all cute at first. Like, oh, give this guy a chance. He was cool. Now it's kind of okay. It doesn't excite me.
Yeah, it was an underdog. It was an underdog story.
It was cool, and now it's just getting a little overblown. I think the Mac McClung thing. In terms of blaming LeBron, you might as well blame LeBron for World War II. Let's blame LeBron for cancer. Let's blame LeBron for stuff that's going on in the world. It's just a little much to blame LeBron for the reason why players.
Yeah, I feel like that's a.
I'm cool with it though.
Yeah, it's a lot. And for the record, as big as LeBron guy, I don't necessarily think I think LeBron's more of an in-game dunker too. I don't think his body wise, like the fluidity, like he doesn't have a body that's fluid like a J.R. Smith, an Andre Iguodala type, right? He's definitely a bigger guy. Once he had a muscle, like the dunks won't look that pretty in a dunk contest. In game, it's power. 1 foot from right outside the case may be. Yeah, those are cool. But in the dunk contest, I just don't think kind of the body dexterity of it is going to allow him to kind of pull off these amazing.
Well, I was talking about like early in his Cleveland days when his first couple of years in Cleveland.
Yeah, I know young LeBron. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Young LeBron. Maybe then he could have done it. But even then, like it was still kind of the same dunks over and over again. Like I never thought of LeBron as a creative dunker, right? Just kind of a power, again, in-game dunker.
Yeah, he's more of like dominant dunker first.
I always imagine how that conversation would go with like the people that do blame LeBron. I feel like they would use the out of. I'm just speaking of it as a fan. Well, like even speaking of it as a fan, like. There's better dunkers out there. Like better. There's better dunk contests.
LeBron's one of the better in-game dunkers.
He's one of the better in-game dunkers. But when we're talking about the NBA dunk contest, we want to see more flash.
Yeah.
Ron isn't flash. Like he like don't get me wrong, he'll do the cock back. But like even after that, like
that's all he got. That's all he's got.
Are we gonna get moved by a windmill from LeBron? Like
has he done a windmill?
Yeah, he's done a couple of
windmills. Brian can do
it. The windmill.
I don't think he can. I just said I never seen him do it.
You just don't remember.
He's done it. You can tell his windmill don't look pretty. Like when Gerald Green does a windmill, it look real pretty.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. There was a dunk he did. I think there was a windmill he did in Miami. That should look pretty.
Hey, can we add a height, a limited limit on height? Because these tall dunkers they don't move me.
No, bro, I'm telling you right now, Rodney. There's some 6'7", 6'8" dunkers that's out there. They're content creators.
I'm aware of the content creators. When we talk about NBA, give me something. I want to see somebody look like he's floating in the air. Like Zach LaVine look like he's floating. He's not 7 foot tall. Like no.
You're talking about like how Dwight Howard in 08 took over that dunk contest.
I don't think it's that many.
On God, they're hating on Wemby.
You never want to see Wemby in a dunk contest.
Nobody want to see that. We just gonna stand there and be like, "Yeah, bro, get out of here."
Yeah, Wemby can jump from the free throw line and dunk. It will look so ugly. It's like
so bad. So bad.
Yeah, Mar. They don't want to see that three.
Dwight Howard was kind of like the exception.
Let me see you dunk from the 3-point line. Let me see you dunk from the 3-point line. How about that?
Hey,
yes, sir.
This is not Space Jam.
I have a thought. Like I said, always, hey, feel free to cook. Feel free to cook me if I'm wrong. People always talk about, well, Jordan participated in the dunk contest. Kobe participated in the dunk contest. But when you really look back on that time when they participated, they were stars in the NBA, but they were not the stars in the NBA. You got to think about this. Back when Jordan was participating in the slam dunk contest, yeah, he might have been one of the stars in the NBA, but it was still Bird and Magic's league. Yeah. You got to think about Kobe. He was still doing 1998. He was still on the bench. Yeah, he was still coming off the bench. Yeah, he was still behind Nick Van Exel and Eddie Jones.
At that stage of their careers, they were similar to what like Donovan Mitchell
they were stars, but they were not the stars.
Yeah.
So I mean, you got to think about that as well. Yeah, they were participating, but you got to think about it. The super name stars, Magic. I don't think he ever participated in the slam dunk contest. Bird didn't. You know, there was been a lot of superstars that never participated. I mean, if you really look at one of the best dunkers in the 80s, he never participated. If you look at Dr. J, he rarely participated in the slam dunk contest.
Did Dwayne Wade ever participate?
No, I don't think so. Don't think so.
No, there's been a lot of stars that never. there's been a lot of stars that never participated in the slam dunk contest, but yet everybody wants to harp on LeBron. But like I said, during the times where Jordan and Kobe participated, they were stars in the NBA, but they were not the star in the NBA. In 1988, it was still Bird and Magic's league. In 1996, it was still Jordan's league. It was still someone else's league. They were not the star during that time. So people talking about, they participated, because back then social media didn't exist. You wanted to give the fans a chance to see these up and coming stars nearly every year. The next stage of evolution in the league every single year. So the NBA looked at Kobe and Jordan as the next stars during that time. They saw Bird and Magic was fizzling out. So they was like, okay, we got to showcase the next star. That was the method of the NBA if you really want to be honest about it. I mean, hey, if you really look at it, Bird and Magic start fizzling out in the late 80s. Everybody started talking more about Jordan, okay? As we went into the 90s where it was his league. What slam dunk contest did he participate in after the 80s? He participated in an all-star game, but not necessarily the slam dunk contest. If you really look at it, when it became Kobe and Shaq's league, did he ever participate in the slam dunk contest? Whoever made that comment, I need you to go watch basketball, but I digress. But don't
think about that fraud like that.
But you have to think about it. During the time where the superstars, where it was their league, they were never ever participated in the slam dunk contest. So it's a little bit unfair to LeBron. I don't have time to cook at this point.
Hey, OG, what I tell you about it? You got it. There's a way of nice cooking niggas. You gotta cook them gently. That's what it. That's what it is.
Time to cook at this point, but
no, but real quick,
you gotta cook them gently. You gotta broil them.
Yeah, no, we're not going. It's Sunday. It is Sunday. It is the Lord's Day.
Nah. Go ahead, flambe them, OG. Go ahead, flambe them, real quick.
So, Magic and Bird overrated.
The Magic and Bird overrated.
He says Larry Bird, and he says Larry Bird. Magic is overrated. Like he's taking Larry Bird over Magic because he thinks Magic.
That's fine. Yeah, I think I know a lot of people that pick Larry Bird over Magic, especially before the back injury.
I mean, I'm not going to argue if you take Magic over Larry Bird over Magic. I'm not going to argue if you take that. But you to say Bird and Magic is overrated, that's kind of crazy. When they saved the NBA, nobody was watching the NBA. Even with
don't get Justin started on this Bird stuff.
Some people just genuinely haven't watched Magic.
If you feel the way you feel about Magic, Bird should not be the one that moves you at that point. I'm just saying.
They're both great, obviously, all-time great players. If you watch Luka, you put Luka next to those two. Luka's cooking both of them. I think Luka right now at his best is already better than those two basketball players.
I forget that you glazed Luka. I forgot.
No, we had to. Let's be real, bro. I literally I was watching Bird and Luka. Two separate screens. Watch at the same time. There's no way any person is watching Luka Doncic play basketball and Larry Bird play basketball and think Larry Bird is better. That's not a thing. That's literally impossible. Now I understand relative to era, right? Cool. And looking through the lens of now in that era. Sure, I get that aspect of relative to era. They can be better, whatever. But pure basketball ability, skill set of being a better at basketball. Luka Doncic is better at basketball.
I don't really like using the word what's called skill set because who was it that we just spoke about earlier? No, me and you, Jalen. We were talking about how skill set doesn't. Yeah, so that skill set doesn't
even impact on the game. Oh, for sure. No, but even impact on the game, controlling the pace, dictating the pace, and all that. Luka is just.
I give you that.
I'm on head to say Luka's on his way to top. Luka's on his way to being the third greatest player of all time. Jordan better worry. I'm a hero. He might put over. Luka's going to be the third greatest player of all time. I'm telling you right now, man. Luka on his way He's about to be top 3.
All right.
Okay, yeah, you're right. He be glazing. That's a glaze right there, boy. Good lord.
Wait.
Y'all don't
Just
understand.
It
Y'all
is
understand.
Sunday morning. There will be no.
Wait,
It is Sunday morning in America. Do not commit blasphemy on the Lord's day.
Why? Yes. Why?
Kareem, I got love for you, Kareem, but you gotta go. You gotta go.
Yo,
a little bit.
Jalen. What's
Kobe,
your
I got love for you, Kobe, but you gotta go in a little bit too.
Woo,
Jalen, what do you think? What do you think Luka needs to do to become that type of player that you're asking for?
So basically, if he sustains this level of play, does it for a decade plus. So the longevity factor of it, to me, a decade plus worth of a kind of all NBA caliber play. Give me that. Give me playoff performances. Not necessarily, winning rings would be great, but even if he performs in the final, if he's great in the final, if he's giving me 38, 8 and 8 on incredible efficiency, whatever the case may be, great playoff performances for a long period of time as well. Multiple deep playoff runs, obviously a couple rings, and I think it gets it done.
He hasn't even won the MVP yet, though, Mr. Carter.
Oh, he's about to win a couple. We already know. We ain't worried about that. He might even win it this year. The way the Mavericks with that winning streak, he might win it this year. What are we talking about?
Embiid out of here. Now.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that, but it's real close. The way the Mavericks. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see the standings real quick. Hold on. Let me see the standings. If the Dallas Mavericks end up being a top 3 or 2 seed in the West, is his MVP.
No, that's a lot to ask for him. I think if they got home court advantage,
I'm not mad at if Jokic. Jokic is incredible. Jokic on his way. Jokic gonna be top 10 all time. Jokic on the way to be top 10 all time. So I'm not even mad at that. But he's I think it's definitely Luka's MVP this year. So he'll win. Luka's going to win 2 to 3 MVPs before his career is over. I think most people acknowledge that. Over the next decade, the MVPs will be Luka, Jokic, Giannis. I don't know. They might be done giving it to Giannis. He'll probably squeeze one more in though. I think Luka, Shea and Ant, they might squeeze one in, but Luka might win 3-4. Luka's going to win 3-4.
Okay, so while that's being said, Mr. JC over here glazing TF out of Luka. We have a new member coming up in here, Mr. Spiral Sports.
Oh man,
what's
going on, man?
This is what's called. We always need a Knicks fan in the chat. So hey, Mr. Knicks fan thinking that Jalen Brunson is that guy. He really isn't. But
you know, they Jalen Brunson MVP. I heard that too.
No.
Damn. Y'all get nasty on this show.
Jalen Brunson, your favorite player, but hey.
All right, bro. This nigga thinks he's back. Was it Michael Beasley? You're sick for that. Okay, so what's your opinion on this topic? Because right now we're talking about All-Star Weekend. What's your opinion on it? If you was watching it,
it was all right. Like the Curry Serena stuff was cool. Dunk contest. I mean, no one ever expects anything from that anymore, right? Like we gave up on the dunk contest like 7 years ago, I think, at this point. I feel like 3-point contest was a 3-point contest. It's a classic. It's never bad, like it's extremely bad or good. It's okay. The Rising Stars tournament thing was not what they expected. I don't think anyone expected. Yeah, it was mediocre at best.
Yeah, we all agreed with you on the Sabrina Curry thing. That was the best event of the weekend, and 3-point contest thing too. We said about the same stuff for real.
Yeah.
Hey, honestly, I got one question too, because I know we about to get to it soon. What do y'all feel like is the greatest All-Star game that was ever played in NBA history?
Recently,
All-Star games.
Recently, it's the Kobe one. That's my opinion.
Recently, it's the one with Curry dropped 50 from me.
It's the one where it was competitive in the fourth quarter in the last 5 minutes. Whichever years or whatever.
Is that the one Curry dropped 50? I think so.
I think that we've had a couple. We've had like 2 or 3 when it was like Team LeBron versus Team Giannis or Team LeBron versus Team Steph, where it was close in the fourth quarter. Teams were playing defense. That's the thing with the All-Star game, though. Like this game, it would have been fine or would have been not as hated if it was close. The blowout is what really killed it. Because the first 3 quarters, you watch a lot of All-Star games. First 3 quarters, everyone's kind of chilling. Remember, even in the 2000s when, Vince Carter, T-Mac were doing off the backboard dunks, you know what I mean? They were doing their thing. Everyone was kind of chilling. Yes, there's still a little more defense, but for the most part, it's you play, you kind of chill and play light the first 3 quarters. Maybe even the second half of the fourth quarter, or the fourth quarter is when you really step up. All right, the game's getting close. That's when people tighten up, play real defense, play real basketball, and it gets exciting. It's just a blowout is what killed it here. So any close All-Star game, I think was a good All-Star.
I think you're gonna get a lot of blowouts though.
But I disagree.
I mean,
it was a blowout from the first half.
That's the problem. Yeah, it should have been good. Yeah, it should have been. If it was competitive though, if we had a great fourth quarter,
I don't think that was a problem. I feel like the problem is that there was 5 players that scored 30 points or more. The problem is that there's 7 players that scored 20 points or more.
The effort. I don't think
the effort was just like flagrantly like lackadaisical, and that's putting it gently. Like they were literally going out there to see who could give less of a fuck.
That's really what it is. That was like the worst competitive game.
Lucas' defense on Shea. He said, "Oh, you doing that? No, not Shea. Donovan Mitchell." He said, "Oh, we doing that?" He said, "Okay, watch what I do when Tyrese Halliburton gets this ball in the corner. I'm gonna wheel myself over to him, and I'm not gonna contest a shot at all."
I'm gonna say it right now. The 2003 All-Star game to me is the best All-Star game ever played.
Jordan retirement one?
Yeah. When they went to double overtime, that's the best All-Star game ever played. Because you had all those guys like KG, Duncan, Kobe, Yao, AI, Tracy McGrady, Jordan, Jermaine O'Neal. Like you had some all-stars and superstars in that matchup. Yeah. And it was a double overtime thriller. So it can't get any better than that.
As far as effort is crazy, Sturdy. Offensive effort is nuts. Even if you want to talk about that, Sturdy, the offensive effort really wasn't there. The only people that really was like trying to get buckets out there was Tyrese Halliburton, was Dame, was Cat. Hell, hey, shout out to Paolo because he made the most of this. He made the most of this. Yeah. The only people, all right, let's be honest. The only people that tried was the Eastern Conference team. The Eastern Conference team gave effort for the most part.
Because most of those guys were young players making their like first All-Star.
Exactly.
First All-Stars, and I think Dame was his first start. Yeah.
When it comes to the Western Conference, the stars in the Western Conference, they set the tone. So when you have shit like what LeBron was allowing, when you have shit like Jokic, like Luke, KD was the only one trying on defense. He was the only forward for the Western Conference trying on defense. That's unacceptable.
I don't think that's the problem, though. I think the problem is that when you combine both of the teams' 3-point attempts, they shot over 170 3-pointers that day.
Yeah, that's excessive. That's definitely excessive.
Yeah,
that's insane.
Yes.
Yo, Justin, since you brought up effort.
Yeah, I was about to say, Sturdy. And this is why I don't even know why I'm even responding to this, because Sturdy understands that you can be able to get buckets if they're not giving any effort. Like if you don't have to give any effort to get to the rim, or there's no pressure, on you around the 3-point line, like, and you could just shoot it with very little contest. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about? Like there wasn't much effort being given on the Western Conference side.
Yo, I know you're carrying on talking, Justin, but you're fine if I ban this guy, right?
Justo?
Yeah. You fine if I ban this guy, right?
No, because unfortunately he's a friend of ours, so.
Unfortunately.
No, Justin, since you brought up effort, can we talk about the effort that the G League team came with in the Rising Stars against?
Wow!
They try to get a job. They try to get a job.
They said they're coming.
People not talking about how the G Leaguers smacked Wembanyama, bro. How are we not talking about that?
Xeno, what you said?
Because they're G Leaguers and people don't want to give them the respect, but they were out there looking for a job. They want to show
they're on.
What's the kid's name? Sheboy?
Yeah.
The fact that within one night he had to actually like do a good job on Chet Holmgren, and he had to do a good job on Wemby, while also producing on the offensive end. He was a roller, like consistently, like they were spamming pick and rolls. This nigga is making the most of his moment. He dunking on niggas and shit. Like, I don't know. Sheboy is him. He's him in the G League apparently, because he was showcasing it like he was. I don't know.
Yeah, to go back to the question y'all asked, my favorite All-Star game recently was the one in Cleveland where LeBron made that fadeaway the year they implemented the target score, and Steph Curry had 50 points. That was my most fun recently, especially seeing Andrew Wiggins start. You know, you got a good laugh in the beginning, seeing him as a starter and shit.
Greatest All-Star game I can remember me like actively like watching. 2016. That was Kobe's last All-Star.
Yeah, D-Wade. Oh no, that was
no. You thinking of 2018?
17.
2018.
Yeah.
I remember because it's the memories that I have of watching. Like y'all remember when Kobe came down the court and LeBron smacked the floor.
Yeah, and Drake in the back messing up that pit.
Yeah.
Shout out Drake, the legend.
Yeah, like Westbrook and KD. That was the last time where we saw them like this. You know what I'm saying? Like they did the whole dap up. Remember going in the break and shit. You saw Westbrook and KD do the little handshake joint. So like, it's that's my favorite All-Star game.
Or the game where Kobe blocked LeBron at the game for the game-winning shot.
Yeah. Mood. I didn't sell my soul. I just had to sell my love testicle. All right. All right, y'all.
I'm sorry.
What? He had to do what he had to do.
Sorry.
What he had to do.
Look, man, I said, what is it gonna take
Bro,
to get you there? He said, I do need a left testicle, so it is what it is.
Bro, what in the hell going on? What is going on?
It's tough out here. It's tough out here in these streets, man. But all right, so we're gonna go ahead and get into the next topic. You said wasn't it?
I'm flabbergasted. I can't even lie.
It's all right, bro. The things
you can survive with one.
It's all right, bro. Yeah, no, exactly. You can. I can live my life.
You're good.
Yo, Elijah, save me, bro. Elijah, save me from my career, bro.
Anyway, we're gonna move on to the next topic. All right, we need to clip it off. No, we don't. Y'all had
bro.
That
You missed the Clipper talk.
Y'all had that. Y'all had two and a half hours of that last week.
Yeah, last week.
Y'all did that last week.
Yeah, y'all had that last week. We're gonna get into the second half power rankings though. Y'all ready for that?
No.
All right, so this is the way we're gonna do it. All right. The way we're gonna do it is we're gonna go Jalen. We're gonna go in like a snake order. So we're gonna go Jalen all the way to Xeno. Then we're gonna go Elijah, Darrel, OG, myself, Rodney, then Mar. Mar gets the next pick after, and then it's going Rodney, myself, OG, Darrel, Elijah, Xeno, and then Jalen. I got it. Seems pretty simple.
Say less.
All right. So we're gonna do all 30 of these teams. All right. So choose wisely who you want to be in each position. All right, Jalen, go ahead and kick it off, brother.
Number one, we got the most well-rounded, well-balanced team in the league. Multiple scorers, defense, they got it all. Should win the championship unless they choke. Give me the Boston Celtics at number one.
Yes.
Who smacked their lips?
It's just nice. Haters don't hate, but they're just so good.
Oh my God, man. The smacking of the lips is nuts.
Yeah,
by the way, I'm setting up right as we speak. I'm setting up the list and everything. So,
okay,
yeah. So don't worry about that. But we're gonna move on to Xeno.
Number two is obvious. The Nuggets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Dan. I don't know if this hot take. I'm going with the Clippers over the.
Okay, cool. I thought you were gonna say the Knicks. To say this is so cooked.
Whoa! I'm not Mar. I'm not Mar. Hey,
hey, you all right? You all right?
Yeah, all right. I got my list already right here, so I ain't changing. I ain't changing up.
Hey, educational. Educational, Mar.
God damn.
Dang.
Yeah, bro, I got
Darrel, is your turn.
Number
Oh,
4,
God.
I got Minnesota.
The list
Okay.
is cooked. That's tough.
That's crazy.
You're tripping.
I didn't think.
Minnesota 4 is wild.
Yeah.
Hey, Mar and Elijah, no, I'm definitely not tripping. The way I was shilling for that team, I was definitely.
Yeah, the way you was caping for them, I agree.
All right, so we got the Boston Celtics first.
OG.
Xeno got Xeno. Who did you say again?
Nuggets. Next is Clippers. Then 4th is Timberwolves. Now it's OG.
Number 5.
Yeah.
OKC. OKC.
Wow. God damn. People that low in the Bucks?
That's what I'm saying.
It's a hot take. It's a clip take, but it's a hot take. That's probably the hottest take that Casual's ever seen me do. But I'll go with OKC at 5.
Yo, Casual, they hating on your team, bro. they hating on your team, dog.
Yeah, sure. You telling me? God damn. So
you're right, because we don't care about your team.
I already know. I already know you guys are haters. Especially I have 3 people that don't like me. I already know you be hating.
Who is your team? Nobody don't like you. What are you talking about?
So about Mr. Rodney, who hate on the team, Darrel, who hate on the team, and Justin. Justin.
What you talking about?
Is hating on my team, bruh. We all know.
Dude, I'm the only one in this chat who's freaking.
I told you for a fact that I knew if Embiid went down, y'all gonna have problems. I told you that.
Reminder that all 3 of them oh, what?
All right. Anyway. Casual, go ahead, Casual. Go ahead, put him in there.
You know what? And I just want to say this. We be the main ones that sit here and give kudos to him, even though it is reluctantly. We give the 76ers their credit when it's deserved. And so for you to sit here and lie on a live stream that we mean to your team, grow up. How about that?
When they healthy, it was cool.
This is coming from the same guy that said 10 minutes earlier about taking off his testicle. Yeah, bro.
Oh my goodness,
Xeno, if
stop holding on to that.
Nah. Mark,
Elijah,
Jalen, OG, are you guys just
exactly?
I'm getting gaslit.
On live. If you're a true Philadelphia Sixers fan, I'm gonna tell you right now, you're gonna have to grow some, because if everybody in Philly don't give a.
You guys know this is live streamed to multiple to hundreds of people, right? Yep. You're gonna. There ain't no way, bro.
Hey! You cooked. You're cooked.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Wait 1 second. I'm gonna put it in the correct order. So.
Yeah, I got you. Give me 1 second.
Oh, I was gonna do that, but cool.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do I need to zoom in a little more? Or?
Damn, I know you're 5. I know Darrell's 4.
I'm last. That's all I know.
Yeah.
It's in the correct order.
That's,
what are we talking about?
Now it's in the correct order. Cool.
Okay. We good?
Yep.
All right.
All right.
Everybody can see the thing. Y'all can see the
Not
names?
really.
Can you make this smaller? Because actually, I'm just gonna move it this way.
There we go.
That's better. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Got you. Okay.
Right.
Is everything in the right order as far as our placement
It
and stuff? Or
Rodney,
I'm up.
Unfortunately, yeah. Unfortunately.
I'm up.
Unfortunately. All right. Anyway, all right. So as you can see, the 6th spot, since everybody else wants to be disrespectful, I'm going with my Milwaukee Bucks. No, I don't know why it took this long for you to get here. OG, I'm disappointed in you.
Doc Rivers.
The only reason why is because I don't trust Doc, man. You know that already.
Doc Rivers tax, apparently.
You know basketball probably better than most of us on this panel. You know better than to trust Doc Rivers. Trusting Doc Rivers is like trusting me around a sandwich. It's not gonna happen.
Very well.
Look, I'm cooked.
You gonna put a Subway sandwich in front of me and say, "Hey man, don't be right back in a couple of hours. Don't touch the sandwich."
You gonna do that?
Your sandwich will be there if it was me. I'm sorry. Nope.
Your sandwich is not gonna be there when you.
It's gonna be soggy.
I'm taking sandwich and 4.
What?
Sandwich and 4.
What?
Look, Rodney, if it's a Jersey Mike sub, that's a different story.
conversation, my boy.
It's a Publix
You ain't
sub.
gonna have that when you get back.
I think
Publix too.
Firehouse subs.
Publix too.
Firehouse subs.
Yeah, you gonna have that Publix.
Now you can have that Firehouse. You good?
Overpriced.
If it's Jersey Mike's, nah, man, that's gone.
Hey, Publix need to work on their bread though, man. Their bread kind of hard.
Yeah, Rodney, what's your pick?
I got 7. I got the Dallas Mavericks.
Good choice. I'm not out of here.
7-game winning streak.
Good choice.
All right, bro.
That's crazy. This dick sucks.
Reminder. This is on the internet right now. This is live.
Oh my god.
All right, Mark, man. You got the 8th and the 9th pick, brother.
Yeah, I got a decision to make too now because I was gonna go with the Mavericks, but
Dallas is better than Minnesota.
Miami Heat.
How much?
Bro,
Whoa! It's not playoff time. It is not playoff time yet.
They have been better, literally.
No, they've been better this season. Like the wins.
Yeah, but I think Dallas. Second out of the season, Dallas. Dallas right up there. Dallas
We're doing no, but we're doing a power ranking. So power rankings usually
for the reg season.
Yeah.
It's like a ranking of who you think is better than who going into playing time or playoff time.
Oh
yeah. So I was right.
Yeah.
Are we going off? Yeah. We're not going off right this moment. Or are we going off
if we're going based off of that logic, do you think the Minnesota Timberwolves are better than the Dallas Mavericks going come playoff time? That defense ain't good enough for me to be moved because that offense is that's a nasty offense. I just want y'all to know.
All right. I got my 2 picks. Number 8, I got the New York Knickerbockers.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I didn't have to say it. Hey, shout out, right?
And then at number 9, I got the Miami Heat.
Hello.
Yeah, you giving the full government? It's crazy, bro.
And then who you got?
I got the Miami Heat at number 9.
He gave love to the up the score show. That's what this is.
Reminder. If we're going off the actually, you know what? I'm not doing that.
I had a team that I was about to name that it was very hard for me to leave, but
I'm surprised that.
Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't even say it.
Oh, you talking about this next pick, the Cleveland Cavaliers?
Yeah. How they just fell out of grace is beyond me. I don't know.
That was insane.
Yeah, that was a nasty team love right there.
Well, I was conflicted on my pick. Was it going to be? I looked at the Knicks and I thought the Knicks were actually. I think the Knicks are better than the Cavs. Their defense is just tremendous, especially when they're all healthy. Adding OG is
OJ Mayo.
What?
Yeah.
No.
That was not OJ I thought of. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
Shout out.
I'm gonna go since this list is already fucked. I might as well go with the New Orleans.
Oh
yeah, bro. Hey, this is.
Did you really put? Oh, okay.
You got who? You got the Pelicans at 11. Okay.
Shout out to the Pelicans, I guess.
I just want to say I'm not part of this shit, bro.
I mean, I would pick the Phoenix Suns or the Lakers or the
exactly.
We're gonna go Phoenix
or the Lakers.
The Phoenix Suns.
They're in the play-in, right? Like, do we think that they finna swing? I don't think that they're going to be. I don't think both of them are going to make it to the playoffs, and I don't want to play that game of who's going to survive the play-in. So I'm going with the team that's in the playoffs right now.
Are we doing this until all the playoff spots are taken, or what are we doing?
We're doing all 32.
All 30.
We're doing all 30.
Okay.
30 teams.
In the NFL, baby.
Yeah, 30 teams.
Okay.
Next is OG.
The Phoenix Suns.
Thank you.
Why did he say it like that, though?
Like Charles Barkley, the Phoenix Suns.
The Phoenix Suns.
Because he'll never say it right. He'll never say Phoenix. The Phoenix Suns. Let me tell you something.
How you on the team? You can't say it right.
The Phoenix Suns.
Darrel,
you got so many quotables.
Just put the Lakers on.
Nah,
we know he's good.
Yeah.
Huh?
Just
Guarantee.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Damn, they still there?
Yeah, let's put on the Lakers,
You know what's
man. We know
crazy?
Darrel's go for it.
How is you know what? I'll
Yep.
ask my question afterwards.
Yes,
The Lakers
Nobody
haven't
put
done
them
enough. Honestly, to me, I feel like the Lakers haven't been doing enough for me to even want to put them there.
Oh wow!
I agree.
But I'm gonna do it
Hey,
anyway.
double
Yeah.
W
I'm gonna
Darrel.
put the Sixers there.
Good shit. Finally, we're not just gonna pull up.
I
Good
was
shit.
wondering where the
Sixers
Sixers
is
was gonna
crazy
go.
with no Joel Embiid. The Sixers is crazy.
They doing better than the Lakers without Joel Embiid. That's the crazy part.
If you
No,
think the Sixers
they're
are better than
not.
us,
We literally,
No, they're not.
we've literally just been sliding, but hey,
Exactly.
Yeah, they the last 10, 4 and 6. You know.
I'm not gonna lie, Maxi been looking a little shaky without Embiid. His
told
shot
you.
creation been looking a little shaky.
G-
told you.
Max, wait. No, I need to hear this. G, a number 2 is looking shaky without the number 1.
No, what we're saying, hold on. What we're saying is that his
Number
self-shot
three.
creation, his self-shot
Number
creation
three
is
is
not what
crazy.
a lot of people thought it was.
Man,
He struggles to create his own shot. Most of people thought.
But if anyone thought that his shot creation was up to par, they clearly wasn't watching a Maxi. They
No,
just
they were looking
saw the
at box score.
numbers.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. They're just looking at Maxi's stats and things. Oh, he's a shot creator. He's had this issue throughout the whole season. But the thing is, he was playing off of Embiid so well that he was able to get those stats
100%
within the flow of the offense.
It's just now people again. So now I'm just saying people who haven't been watching are now seeing like, okay, because people are saying Maxi, better than Jalen Brunson. He's in that Donovan
they on
Mitchell
dick.
level and all that. I'm like,
Yeah,
all right,
they on
let's
dick.
relax.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, see, people are talking crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy, but even crazy is putting Philly over the Lakers for this reason, saying you haven't seen enough from the Lakers, but you've seen enough from Philly without Joel Embiid. I don't know.
Bro, dude, I'm telling you, the Lakers just really aren't. The Lakers aren't impressing me right now. It's pissing me off.
Especially in
A
the
lot of
last,
blasphemy on the Lord's Sunday.
especially in the last 10 games where your Lakers are 7-3, where the 76ers are 4-6. I don't know. I don't know what you haven't seen from your team.
Bro, we're beating teams that we should beat, but we're not winning the games that we need to win. So I'm still not impressed.
Surprise!
That
Y'all are
doesn't make
beating the teams.
that doesn't make any sense, though.
Yeah, I don't normally do that, so I mean,
That doesn't make any sense. We're beating the teams we need to beat, but we're not beating the teams we're supposed to beat.
I like it.
We should have
That's
a better
dope.
record than what we have. That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Oddly enough,
Nah, you're right. You're
it's not by that much, brother. It's not by that much. And at least it's a close enough gap to where the fact that the 76ers are without their best player by far, but the Lakers still have their 2 best players, that would bring the gap closer. So all I'm saying is if your reason is you haven't seen enough from the Lakers, I don't see how the 76ers are the team that you run to.
All right, Casual, we get it. You want to hate on this? It's the Sixers. Anyways, Elijah, number 14.
the Magic.
Good shit.
What the fuck?
What do you mean? What the fuck? Have you seen the Magic?
Have you not seen the Lakers? Oh my god!
Now we just get disrespectful. We get a little disrespectful to the Lakers.
8-2.
You're getting so disrespectful to the Lakers.
What do you
now.
mean?
If the Phoenix Suns get the 12th spot, Lakers can't be that far.
Hey, yo, where the Pacers at too?
The Magic.
No, I'm pretty sure the Pacers has been skidding it too. What?
I mean, the Halliburton injury.
Yeah, they've been skidding. So I don't know
The
why you're
Magic
saying
are
what
a higher seed on a better winning streak.
They're 5-5 of the last 10, and that's the case for. And even if that's the case, he picked Miami.
He picked Miami.
Yeah, but you just picked the Pelicans because they're actually in the playoffs.
No.
That's exactly what you said.
No, wait.
No,
What's gaslighting you?
We gotta
Wait. No. Because stop gaslighting. The Pacers, because even in the Pelicans case, they're 8-2. They're 8-2. And they have a bigger gap than most of these other teams.
Shout out to the Pelicans.
Shit. Disrespectful. Anyway, all right. Who is next? Oh, it's Xeno. No, the fraud. Got you. Okay.
The fraud. So you
That's
just let anyone
crazy.
say shit, right? We just letting
How did you
everyone
get
say shit.
How did you get 5 and 5 from the Magic? That's what I want to know.
I never said the Magic was 5 and 5. Oh,
No,
he's
no,
yeah,
I
yeah.
I said the Magic. No. I said the Magic are 8-2.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I think you were talking about the Pacers are 5 and 5.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. This is the time to put down the Lakers, bro.
There it is.
Yeah,
Now
they're a
it's
mid team. Them at 15 is literally perfect. They're mid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Mid with
They're
Miami
mid.
Heat fans hating on Lakers
The
fans.
76 is not mid. Gotcha. Say it.
They got 2 top 15 players, and they power ranking is 15. Man, that's crazy.
Reminder that I was the one who was shilling for the fact that they put the Bucks that low, but you're still on me. That's crazy.
Philadelphia is without the third best player in the world, or
Yeah,
really this
yeah.
season has been the
top
best
10
player.
player.
Yeah, Jalen, you have two picks now.
All right, let's go with the Pacers. We're gonna show the Pacers some love still.
Good shit.
They're better. And then we're gonna go with the Kings. I still think
The Kings fell, bro.
Yeah, they haven't been playing. They haven't
the
been
Kings
playing
are
that
right
well.
around where they need to be.
But yeah, I think they're they're a dangerous team. Like even the Lakers, like I understand they're struggling. No one wants to see them in the playoffs. You don't want to see
Hey,
about
can somebody explain it? Okay, so Jalen, can you explain to me why exactly is Sacramento's offense just not offensing this year?
Oh, so De'Aaron Fox has definitely taken a step back. So he started the year off incredibly hot from 3, but ever since, I think after kind of the first 20 games, he's just regressed close. I think the last like 20 games, he's shooting closer to like 30% from 3 than that 40% mark. So he's really dropped off there. And even his mid-range isn't clicking at the same rate it was last year. So Bonus has been playing incredible, but kind of the fall off of De'Aaron Fox the past basically half the season has been very noticeable. So he's definitely kind of the primary reason for
you
that.
said 20 games, right?
I want to say, the last half of the season, the last 20 games.
Right,
last 20 games. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. He's averaging 23.5 on 45.8, 35.2 on 6.8 attempts. And he is shooting 67% from the free throw line on 86 attempts.
Yeah, his shooting splits have just been down. Whatever reasons. People thought he was hurt for a little bit. I'm not too sure if he had an elbow injury or whatever the case is, but his shooting.
He had that left arm injury. And that is his shooting hand too.
Maybe
I mean, the crazy part, I think Jalen's even more nice because if you look from let's say from this last month, it's a small sample size, so bear with me. It's like what 8 games. He's sorry, Jesus Christ, I did the wrong samples. Anyways, he's been shooting horribly. That's essentially what you're saying.
Yeah. The shooting regression has been very serious with him.
Yeah.
I'm number 18. I think this is time to give props to the Warriors.
Oh my!
Clay off the bench might be the move.
I just looked at Oh, look! Who told them to do that? Like, goddamn, the NBA fan base is like not all the time are we wrong. You know what I'm saying? As a community, like we were telling them to do this for 2 years.
Yeah. Shout out to Kuminga. We've balling.
Steve Kerr did the bare minimum and put a player who obviously regressed off the bench, and he gets a 2-year extension.
But if it was Pop, he'd be a genius. But it's okay. Bro.
You know, did you say 67 free throw percentage, or did you say his 57 free throw percentage?
It's 67.
57.
He said last 20.
Oh, last 20. Okay. I thought you were talking about the last 9 games, like the games of this month. Yeah, that nigga's nasty. He's been offensively, that nigga's been nasty.
Oh yeah. Jesus Christ.
5 to 3 turnover ratio is crazy. That's nuts. That is absurd.
Shout out Steve Kerr for getting a bag though. Steve Kerr.
Yeah, shout out to Steve Kerr. And shout out his son Nick Kerr too.
Whoa.
Gotta be careful with that one.
Elijah. Wow. You have pick 19. Go for it.
Oh shoot! I mean,
oh my god!
Oh wow! He threw me off. Who's left? Shit.
We have the Heat. No, sorry. We have the Bulls, Hawks, Nets, Raptors, Hornets, Wizards, Pistons. Spurs, Trailblazers, Grizzlies, Rockets, and
God,
Jazz.
these teams are fucking trash. All of
Yeah.
them.
We all know what team it should be.
Be the Hawks.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I agree.
Hawks by default. All them teams is garbage.
I'm gonna tell you that's the wrong answer, but
I just realized the Wizards are.
That's my team. I just want to point that out. That's the wrong answer.
I know that.
What about the Wizards?
The Wizards on the 10 losing streak. God damn.
Yeah, I'm gonna bet on them to lose, and I'm gonna end all that right now.
I was laughing so hard. Yeah, people were saying Jordan Poole to be a superstar, bro.
Jordan Poole off the bench is sick, man.
Who you got, Darrel?
Who we got there so far?
The available teams is the Jazz, Rockets, Grizzlies, Blazers, Spurs, Bulls, Nets, Raptors, Hornets, Wizards, Pistons.
I got the Jazz.
Not bad.
Not bad. As long as it's the Bulls, bro. God, they're bad.
Yeah, nobody believes in them. Nobody believes.
We ain't believed in them since the offseason.
We haven't believed in them for like. Don't even get me started.
98, bro.
They had D Rose, bro.
Since 1998, we ain't believed in them.
What we say during the offseason, we were like, we don't know what to expect from them.
I
know exactly what to expect from them. Mediocrity.
No, exactly. Mediocrity at its finest. That's what we can expect from them.
Mediocrity with no good draft picks, bro.
Facts.
Shout out Kobe White. Free Kobe White.
Sold their soul for mediocrity more. How about that?
that franchise is literally just Michael Jordan.
And Derrick Rose.
Yeah.
Respect.
I see one of the Chicago Bulls without Jordan and Rose. Cows.
They are. They're the Utah Jazz.
They're the Los Angeles Clippers.
Damn.
They got a ring without Jordan.
Ouch.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, they're the Clippers.
They're the Hornets, bro.
They're the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Yeah, literally are.
Oh, gee, who's your 21st pick? And at this point, we're in the lottery territory.
Okay. Let's see. I'll go. Shit.
I think there's one more team that deserves their flowers.
Yeah,
we'll go Brooklyn.
I was gonna say, I know what he's about to say.
Brooklyn.
Well, that's not who I was thinking of, but
hey, man, rest in peace to the Bulls, man. The Bulls don't get any love.
Yeah, they don't get no love. What?
We're not gonna speak blasphemy on the Lord's Sunday.
Exactly.
We already did, so we might as well end it.
No more blasphemy on the Lord's Sunday.
Oh, no, y'all gonna fix it.
You came to the wrong show for that.
Y'all gonna fix this damn list after this.
We're gonna fix the list. No, we're not.
This goddamn list.
Fine to me.
I'm gonna be the one that picks Chicago. Sorry ass.
Chicago.
Damn. Already.
Chicago mids, bro.
Like it's 2010.
We got them as a bottom 18.
Exactly. Like we did.
You could have said Toronto.
I would have chose one more team over.
Me too. I still got one more team.
I still got one more team.
Dude, I was gonna pick two teams over them, honestly.
I was gonna say Toronto and Houston.
Exactly.
That's the right answer.
Nah, I just want to point it out. Sturdy says my thing with Kerr this year is taking him a long time to make the obvious adjustments with his lineup. So we said this in the group chat.
I was gonna say, did you say that?
When he got that contract extension, I said this is crazy. The fact that them niggas like Kerr, all it took was like not even a month of him just showing that the team is progressing upwards, and they were like, Here you go. Here's the contract extension. Like it wasn't like it. They didn't need to see like the rest of the season. They didn't need to see what it looked like in the postseason. They didn't see none of that. They just gave Kurt a contract. Like that's crazy to me.
It's a blessing and a curse. Like it's nice to have a consistent head coach over there for your team.
And you keep listening, Mad Max. Just keep listening to me.
Not that nigga.
Type shit. Hashtag that is nasty. I don't know what the fuck is going on. All right, chat. Come on, Rodney, it's on you.
Raptors.
Okay,
I got the easy pick now. Y'all was tripping. Them boys in Houston not even that bad. They just in a tough conference.
Exactly.
I don't think they're that bad either. That's why I said I would have picked the Raptors and Houston over the Bulls. Sorry.
If we keep it a stack, more, even with them, like if we're talking talent wise, I get your point. But being over here, these niggas, the problem that they lack, oddly enough, is the same thing that Toronto is struggling with.
What's the
discipline, consistency. Discipline and consistency. They get into these battles where their talent wise, they go toe to toe with the Lakers. They've had, I think, two or three matchups with the Lakers and the Clippers, and they will be in the dogfight with them. And because Kawhi or LeBron or AD or PG or Harden get these superstar calls, if you will, the Rockets get discouraged, and because of that, they end up going away from what's working for them. And
I think that's what the Rockets are missing, though. I think they similar to like that Clippers team that was led by Tobias Harris. Like the core of the team is good. They just need a star player. Trade Jalen Green for any star player, and they will most likely.
No. They don't need to trade. They don't need to trade the core. They need to
Jalen Green's not the core though. Like trade Jalen Green for anyone.
I'm telling you right now, Jalen Green, because a lot of people are knocking Jalen Green for his efficiency as on the offensive end, but y'all not giving him enough credit for how much better player he is under Ime Udoka. He's so much.
I think he's
out of that. He's crashing the boards, and he's becoming an even better playmaker.
Yeah, Sengun's the best player on that team, though. That's
of course. But I'm saying the core of Jalen Green, Alperen Sengun, and Jabari Smith Jr.
Yeah, that's
those three. You can that. You build around that.
I think you build around the core of Sengun, Dylan Brooks, and Jabari Smith, and then I think
hell no.
Let me finish. I think Jalen Green is good enough to trade for a number one option. I do agree with you. Jalen Green is good. That's why you trade him for a number one option. And you have Dylan Brooks for defense. He's not good enough defense. Sengun is the best player with a star player.
I mean, if you don't think that Cam and them as part of the core, you can move.
Cam Whitmore. Yeah,
Cam Whitmore. I'm open. Me personally, I'm open to trading.
I wouldn't trade Cam.
Not so much because they think the upside of him offensively is just like he could be that missing piece with his tenacity on the offensive end. It's really not that good. But even if that, I think Jalen Green's upside offensively and defensively is just like I would buy into that.
He's one of the worst defenders in the league objectively, and he has
Jalen Green.
He's a terrible defender. Jalen Green is a poor defender.
Jalen
Green, that shooting guard in the Houston Rockets, is a piss poor defender. Yes.
Wow.
I think a poor defender. I think he's below average for sure.
I don't think he's below average because I don't know exactly what you're going off with this
because of just watching the games, his effort and stuff. And then crazy thing is his team. Fred VanVleet is a positive defender. Dylan Brooks is a positive defender. Jabari Smith is a positive defender. Sengun, he's whatever. Jalen Green is obviously he's the worst defender.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like you're being massively disingenuous to the situation that Jalen Green is in, because Jalen Green is coming to a situation where he's not taking the shots that he was able to take for 2 years prior.
Because he was shooting like 42%.
Exactly. He got used to bad habits. And so Ime is working overtime to get him to work to doing things the proper way, or doing things in a more productive way for the team and not just his individual self. So if you actually go into it with that context in mind, no, he's not playing. He's not one of the worst defenders because he shows
especially in big games, like against the Lakers, against the Clippers, even against the Warriors, where they lost because Curry went off in the fourth quarter. If you watch that game, Jalen Green was picking up the intensity on the defensive end when Sengun was taking plays off. When Jabari Smith Jr. was missing reads, Jalen Green was recovering for both of them along while playing within his area. Like, I feel like what you're going off of, it must be something with no context, because if you go off of understanding that he's coming into a system with Ime that is basically demanding him to be the moderate, like consistent player on the defensive end, he's working off bad habits. You would understand that no, he's actually one of the better defenders this year, especially when he's going against these teams that are supposed to be blowing him out of the water. And the large reason why they're doing it's not because of Jabari Smith Jr. Dylan Brooks plays a role. Even Fred VanVleet plays a role. But
Jalen Thompson too. I didn't even mention him.
Defensive end, that plays a large role in why Houston Rockets are as competitive as they are on a consistent basis.
Jalen Green, he is similar to like John Morant. You know how John Morant has the defensive highlights because of how much of an athletic freak he is? Jalen Green has those kind of defensive highlights, but on a consistent basis, possession for possession, Jalen Green is one of the worst defenders in the NBA.
I will urge you to watch a Rockets game with me and watch Jalen Green on the defensive end, because consistently on the team, not saying he's the most consistent, but he is one of the more consistent people on this roster.
You free today? They play the Thunder at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Wait, what time?
7 p.m. East time.
Okay, I'll be free.
All right, let's watch Jalen Green guard Shai Gilgeous.
Oh, he's about to cook, but
he's not guarding him. He's not guarding him. He's not guarding him.
No. He's about to get cooked, but we not finna watch it for whether Shai actually makes the shot or not. We're finna watch it to see if Jalen Green is making the right rotations and if he's actually.
Let's see effort. Who cares if he makes the right rotations? I just want to see effort. That's 50% of defense.
But it's fine. And I'm telling you right now, what you'll see is the question mark on him is more on the offensive end. It's not on the defensive end. He's dispelled that this season.
I think totally vice versa from you. Either Jalen Green, he's either going to be Bradley Beal or Jordan Clarkson. That's how I view.
Not mad at that comparison.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like it's really up to him, bro. If he's a 6-man, that's cool. I do think he's an NBA player, no matter what. He's an elite scorer. No matter what, he's going to find his way in the NBA for sure.
He'll get you 20 a night on any team. It's just obviously the efficiency. I think his decision making. He definitely struggles with the decision making too. I think sometimes he forces up shots. He doesn't know how to play within the game. Sometimes he
plays like AAU basketball.
Yeah, and that's his problem. Offensively, he's so used to, and this is why I felt like it was like God did them a favor when he whispered in whoever's ear to fire Steven Silas, because Steven Silas was enabling this nigga.
Yeah,
like he was basically telling him, you do whatever you want, you take whatever shot you want. They get rid of him, bring Ime in, and from the moment he joined, he said in the press conference from preseason onward, I will not allow lackadaisical play on the defensive end. I don't give a shit what you're doing offensively, but defensively, you're gonna give us some effort. And unfortunately for Jalen Green, Alperen Sengun he's just better. He's proven that he's the guy. Unfortunately for him, Jabari Smith Jr. is just proven to be the more consistent shooter. And so he's getting more opportunities, especially playing alongside Alperen Sengun. Them back cuts just seem more easier with Jabari Smith Jr. And unfortunately for him, Dylan Brooks, like who would have thought that nigga was gonna shoot like 37% from the 3-point line? Who would have thought? Like and he's taking majority of Jalen Green's shots away from him. That's really
a lot of good players got added onto that team. Once you have a team with a lot of good NBA players, you kind of see Jalen Green's role diminished a bit.
It's diminished. Yeah, he's the odd man out.
Yeah, he was the second overall pick. He had all the creativity he wanted one day, but now we see kind of who he is. So he has to play a role now. He didn't have a role at first. His role was to be the number one option, and let's see who you are. Now we kind of see who you are. Hey, go play some defense. And he gotten better on defense than last year, and I still think he's a piss poor defender. He was that bad of a defender last year. He improved with Ime for sure.
We're gonna watch this game, fuck nigga.
I don't even think he could hold Lou Dort sometimes, man.
Pick it 50.
J-Dub at the shot 25.
Pick it 2015.
The 2015, I'll go with the Memphis
We watch
Grizzlies.
this game for
We'll go with the Memphis Grizzlies.
Memphis Grizzlies. Got you. Now that's an ass team right there.
Yeah. I was scared to pick them, but like these last, we have the bottom 5. These other teams are just worse. Shit.
All right, so we got
the Jazz are screaming for help right now. By the way,
who?
Oh,
Who?
the Jazz is picked. Never mind.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, forget name.
You got like the Blazers, Spurs, Hornets, Wizards, Pistons. Yeah.
Shout out to Scoop, bro. He was definitely on bus watch for a little bit.
Yeah.
He's still on bus watch. What are we talking about here? For me?
Nah, he's definitely improved.
If you guys are giving him half a season to be a bust, it's crazy.
No.
He's
definitely underperforming.
I don't believe that jump shot is coming along. As some people. I don't think that jump shot coming along as some people.
Are we talking about Scoop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a believer in the jump shot. And I don't believe that you can be in today's league, you could be a non-shooter and be like a moderate to negative on the defensive end and have a place in the NBA. I just don't. I know. I'm looking at Chris Dunn and like that's literally his situation. So
yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Ugh.
All right. Rodney, it's on you.
All these teams are bad.
I already know who's
okay. All right.
Who's going to get the fifth pick in the lottery,
bro? Hornets.
There you go.
Really?
There's one of them. Yeah. That's one of them.
Okay. One of them. Okay. All right.
It's one of them. I feel like the bottom 5 is pretty much known. It's
it's
probably just is the Hornets, bro. They would be better if they had like LaMelo playing, but that's the problem with them.
Nah, I'm not even gonna lie to you.
They would be a little better, but it's not moving anywhere.
They be like where the Jazz are. Type.
It would move like 4 spots up. I'll be real with you.
4 spots up, like 4 spots up in the Eastern Conference.
No, on this list.
On this list. Oh nah, I don't think they'll be better than Houston. They'll probably be better than Memphis. I don't think they'll be better than Houston, Toronto, or even Chicago.
You crazy,
bro?
I've been.
I'm gonna give you 2 of those, but
yeah, shout out to
that last one.
Shout out to Flight, but I've watched more Charlotte games than I would like, and I'm not even gonna cap to you. Oh my God, man. Steve Clifford, bro, they need to fire that nigga. Steve Clifford is Steven Silas.
And he get fired and hired back in like a week, bro. They don't even want him, bro.
Yeah, them niggas fired him. They tried to get Kenny Atkinson. Kenny Atkinson asked for his own staff. They said no. MJ said no. MJ, the GOAT.
One of the worst owners in sports history.
Bro, I feel like I see more LiAngelo ball basketball than I have with both the other ball brothers.
That's so true. So true.
Hey, Kaz, I got a question I got to ask you.
This is outrageous.
Yes, you remember when he gave all that flack to Jerry Krause, right, about saying organizations win championships, right? I wonder how his stance changed at a certain point.
That would be a great question to ask him because I believe that when he made that comment, he was looking at it from a player's
perspective,
from a player's point of view, and so I would like to think that his opinion had to change, especially like this past season, not this past season, the season prior, before he stepped down, Michael Jordan had to make some tough decisions that he didn't have the stomach to do. Like he should have traded Terry Rozier 2 years prior. If we're gonna keep it above.
Exactly.
He should have traded Gordon Hayward a couple years ago. If we're keeping it above. He really shouldn't have signed Gordon Hayward in the first place. But once he signed him and he realized that where this team was going trajectory-wise, he should have made that move. And he just didn't have the stomach to, because he knew he was trying to hold out hope that he could be able to get more than what Gordon Hayward or Terry Rozier was worth. And so those type of hard decisions, I feel like lend a hand, and I think his opinion would have to be different. If it's not different, he's just stubborn. And yeah, there's that. He's not my GOAT though. All right, so who we got? Oh, it's no me. I'm going to go. Fuck, y'all said Memphis already. I'm gonna go Portland.
Only one right team, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Portland.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Portland because surprisingly
upside.
No. Hell no. Because these are the bottom tier team. These are the bottom of the barrel teams. I don't care about no goddamn potential.
Yeah, they've been hurt too. They've been hurt too for sure.
They've been no for sure. And even if we're going off of potential, like they it's not like their roster is terrible. It's just they have a bad coach, and Scoot Henderson didn't live up to the hype this year.
No, Blazers have been better.
He's got better from the start. He's definitely gotten better.
Yeah. He's a rookie guard.
No, he's gotten better. He's got better. Has he lived up to what we expected his rookie year to be?
I never thought he was going to be great. Like I was on the Scoot Henderson.
Okay.
Yeah, I was never high on Scoot coming out of college. I just thought he needed, a few more seasons to kind of develop.
He might be a late bloomer, bro. We do it. These players are like 19 years old. It's crazy.
No doubt. Yeah, we do. Not everyone's going to be, Wemby and Chet right off the bat contribute.
Or Luka.
Or Luka.
But seeing how Scoot was struggling, that was some nasty. That was
it was tough. Yeah.
Most smaller guards is going to be hard for them to transition to the NBA.
I do see it in Scoot though. He does have the mental for it. Like it's just him getting the feel for the game. I think at this point.
Yeah.
I don't see him being stupid on the court.
Yeah.
OG, who you got? Just to let you know, you got the last three teams available are the San Antonio Spurs, the Washington Wizards, and the Pistons.
No, he said the Spurs. He said the Spurs.
San Antonio.
Mm.
There you go.
Darrel, you know who it is. Come on now.
There's only one right answer for second to last because this last team.
I agree.
Yeah.
Come on
now.
Washington.
All right.
Wrong answer.
What?
Close it out. I mean, that's probably the right pick. Got to close it out.
No. It definitely is because the worst team.
The Pistons are not as bad.
They're the worst.
They were the worst.
The Pistons have been better the past 10. You can say.
They gonna sign me to a 3-day contract.
You guys are sat here saying all of this shit while the Wizards are literally on a 10 losing streak.
The last 10
You're
games.
talking about losing streaks. Xeno,
It's
your
not even
argument
just
is
losing streaks. They have nothing going for them.
Xeno, is your argument losing streaks? The Pistons had the biggest losing streak of all time.
This is true. But we talking about this year.
Right now.
This year, yeah.
This year, you really feel that the Wizards are a better team than the Pistons?
Thank you. They haven't been.
No, well, yes, I do. I actually do.
I think the Pistons have more talent.
No. But
I'm gonna go sit in the corner, OG. I'm gonna go sit in the corner.
The reason for it it's not even that the Detroit Pistons aren't more talented, because I agree. I think they're more talented. The problem is injuries. I
think they're more talented and got more going on for them.
It really don't matter which way you put it.
It's going off of power rankings for this year. What do you want me to do?
They had the biggest losing streak of all time, bro.
Wait. You're telling me about injuries like the Pistons wasn't going for injuries. You don't remember when Jalen Carter was just out?
I said the Pistons. That's why I said the Pistons are the worst, because they're going through injuries.
They have the biggest losing streak of all time.
So
Wizards still have one game higher than them.
Exactly
what
I was going to
over them.
Exactly.
How that doesn't matter. Just because they won one game in the middle of that.
You said injuries.
Are we really? Hold on. Talking about, are we really arguing?
Yes.
It's on number 30.
Yes.
Let's put the Pistons call it a day. Pistons are at 30.
If they didn't want to be at number 30, they should have had the biggest losing streak.
No, for real, you shouldn't have had the biggest.
That ain't got nothing to do with that.
It has everything to do with it, actually. They lost 30 games in a row. Y'all are talking about losing 10 games in a row. They lost 30.
And the Wizards are still one game above them.
Justin, look at this.
Bro. 30 games in a row.
It was a spreading agenda.
Nobody in Detroit was able to eat Wingstop for free for.
We don't have enough. I ain't gonna lie to you, Xeno. We don't have enough space. We maxed out. We maxed out, brother.
God damn.
Yeah, we maxed out. We maxed
Man,
out.
am I that big?
That's how many people can join the panel right here.
8.
It's 30, bro. Come on the pod. Come on the Up the Score show, bro.
Yeah, shout out.
Where we put
Plug
W promo.
Where they push nasty Tyrese Halliburton agendas. Yes.
Nasty Tyrese.
All right, so we're gonna do this. All right, so real quick, we're just gonna go down the list. Jalen's pick first was Boston Celtics. Xeno's Denver Nuggets. Elijah was Clippers. Darrel was T-Wolves. OG was the Thunder. Myself, I picked the Bucks. Rodney picked the Mavericks. Mar picked the Knickerbockers and the Heat. Nasty work. Rodney picked the Cavaliers. I picked the Pelicans. OG picked Phoenix. Darrel picked the 76ers. Also nasty work. Elijah picked Orlando. Xeno picked the Lakers. Jalen picked the Pacers and the Kings. And Xeno picked the Warriors. Elijah picked the Hawks. Darrel picked the Jazz. OG picked the Nets. I picked the Bulls. Rodney picked Toronto. Mar picked the Rockets and the Grizzlies. Rodney picked the Hornets. I picked the Blazers. OJ picked the Spurs. OG picked the Spurs. Darrel picked the Wizards. And Elijah had no choice but to pick the Pistons. So, just one more time. We're just going to do a quick sweep. We're going to do a quick. No, that's why I said the Heat over the Suns. It was nasty work. Oh, yeah, for sure, OG. Real quick, before you did OG already leave?
No, I'm still here.
OG, real quick before you roll out, what part of this list would you refine if you could?
Hot take. I would put the Cavaliers over the Heat.
I'm cool with that. I would have the Cavaliers beating us in the series right now.
Yeah, I'll put the.
Better than Knicks.
The Cavs being 9. They should be a little bit higher than that, but
Let's just move Dallas to number 4. Let's just get Dallas to number 4.
I was about to come
and then move the Dallas straight back to 7.
The haters gonna hate. We gonna see in the playoffs. Minnesota don't want to see Dallas. I'm sorry.
Dallas
no, the Clippers don't want to see Dallas.
Hold on. Jalen, what move are you making?
Oh yeah, we're gonna get Dallas to number 4. Dallas number 4.
All right.
Hold on.
And then what Xeno says?
Wait, so you swapping them for Minnesota, or you putting them in the 4th and you sliding everybody down?
We'll swap them for Minnesota. So I had Minnesota 9th.
Actually, yeah. I like that.
All right.
Justin, you want to move them straight back to normal?
The disrespect.
Wait, what? Huh?
You might as well not have changed it.
I literally told.
Because Xeno using your correct.
Exactly.
Okay.
How are the Clippers above the Wolves? Because they're better. That's why. Because they're better.
They're better, sturdy. The Clippers are better than the Wolves.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. The Clippers are playing like the 3rd best team.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Tough pill to swallow for some the Lakers fans.
Hey, yo.
Okay. Who do we got now? Mar.
Easy. I'm putting the Miami Heat over the Celtics.
Can we veto that? Veto.
Hey, Mar is out of control, bro.
All right, bro. You have a great day, man. You have
I'm gonna go home with that one.
Oh man.
On
the
a
way
series,
he just casually said it too.
Yeah,
no. In the series, I do genuinely think that the Boston Celtics is a team that we would beat, but it's cool.
No, it's not.
I mean, we did it like half a year ago.
Not this year.
Oh, you're talking about with the deeper roster that we have? Okay, but keep sleeping. It's cool. But I understand.
I'm not sleeping on Jimmy Buckets. I believe in Jimmy Buckets in the playoffs, honestly.
Yeah, go down a little bit though.
I'm snoring on you niggas.
I'm leaving alone with the Miami. I understand. I'm trolling. But go down a little bit.
Yeah. I got you.
I feel like y'all got the Kings and the Pelicans high, bro, but the Kings low. Move
You're low on
those.
the Kings?
Yeah, the Pels need to be low, bro.
No, I'm saying y'all are high on the Pelicans and low on the Kings. Man, you can swap the Pelicans and Kings at this
The
point.
Pelicans have been playing great basketball.
That's why I'm saying I'm high on
I don't trust them though.
Yeah, but there's no reason why.
What's the trust?
Yeah, my whole thing is like y'all can't be like for the same problems that you could say would probably be with the Pelicans. These are literally the same problem that you could say that the Minnesota Timberwolves have.
Yeah, it's playing amazing basketball, bro.
Yeah, it's the inconsistent offense.
It'd be disingenuous to say that the Pelicans have been playing worse than like.
So you got Sacramento
the Magic. No, hold on.
I disagree. Casual.
Hold on, Xeno. Sacramento over who?
Just put them below the Suns.
Okay, so move Philly. So swap out for Philly.
Yeah, Philly don't got Embiid, bro. And they don't got their player, bro.
Got you.
I should have saved my veto for this shit. Oh
my I'm about to be petty as fuck, bro.
Oh my god, Elijah.
Do it.
Move my Sixers over his Heat.
That's insane. No. Scroll down. Keep scrolling.
Yes.
Scroll down.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, keep going.
Oh.
Keep going. Flip that shit right now.
Thank you.
Oh, not mad at it. Not mad at that. That's cool.
Outrageous.
Yeah, no, I'm not. Look, I'm not mad at it either. It's mid on mid. Like if you want to fix that, that's fine.
The Knicks are already like in the top 10. I don't give a fuck, bro. I'm chilling.
Oh my god. All right. Who we got left? Rodney and Darrel.
Go ahead, Darrel.
Where are we at right now? Sorry, I had stepped out for a bit.
No. On this list, what do you think needs to be fixed?
Scroll down some.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like the Knicks are playing better than Milwaukee. I'm gonna be straight up honest with you.
Fuck no.
Really?
Fuck no. I appreciate it though.
Wait, what happened?
I'm liking the Knicks more. I don't know. It sounds crazy, but I'm just liking the Knicks more than I'm liking what's happening in Milwaukee.
We're just hurt. Like we don't got a team right now, bro.
The Knicks.
Huh? Your Knicks fan. I mean, look. Precious Achiuwa has been actually balling with Randall. Precious Achiuwa has been balling.
I love the big rotation, Brian. I love the big rotation.
He's
so,
actually.
So as a Knicks fan, you feel like Milwaukee is still doing better than y'all right now?
We're just also doing ass. Like it's nothing I move up or down for.
Yeah, like I feel like they're in the same range.
Yeah, I wouldn't like be like the Knicks are playing better. No.
Yeah, the Milwaukee Bucks should easily. If we doing Eastern Conference favorites, they should still be number 2.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't go that far.
Damian Giannis ain't been what we expect, but like they it's Damian Giannis, bro.
We ain't got no OG or no Randall right now, bro.
Just leave it for now.
All right. Yeah, Darrel, you're nasty. So is that your switch?
Yeah.
You're a nasty motherfucker. All right.
Oh, he's switching it. Hey, shout out. Hey, bro.
I love
Nah. Ain't no shout out.
Jalen Brunson carrying, I guess. Jalen Brunson, the goat.
God damn it, Darrel. Why didn't you pick something? God damn, what is wrong with you?
Yeah, no. He worried about minuscule shit. Weirdo, man.
I just like pissing people off.
Rodney, who you got?
Damn it, you now I can't pick what I wanted to pick, motherfucker. Can I get 2 picks?
No, nigga.
Please let me get 2 picks. Like my second one is like a realistic one, and it's for me.
No, but that means the first one is bullshit. What?
No. The first one, because I have to change Darrel's bullshit, because that don't make no goddamn sense. Fucking my fucking veto up.
I actually agree with you. I'm making the audible. Yeah, you get 2 picks.
Thank you. Like, change that bullshit. That doesn't even make fucking sense. I like the Knicks and everything, but no.
So we just giving him anything.
No, because like my actual shit, if Darrel hadn't done this bullshit, my actual shit was to move the fucking Hawks down in front of the fucking Bulls because they pissed me the fuck off.
You know you did not have to do the Bucks and Knicks thing for you to get that, right?
Yeah.
No, I had to because that we can't let that sit there like that.
Okay, all right.
Fine, then we're moving the Lakers above the Sixers. There.
Absolutely not.
I respect.
Absolutely not.
I'm with the Warriors above the Sixers right now.
Ooh, damn.
I don't know about that.
They ain't got no Joel.
Well, no, actually, yeah.
He ain't wrong. He ain't wrong that Joel is the reason why y'all not good.
He's really actually cooking. Yeah, I'm with him. Yeah, because I still haven't made mine. Yeah.
Hold on, Justin.
So mad. He mad because he hadn't said that yet.
Justin, I want you guys to know, I hate you all.
Justin, you literally did to make that switch that you needed to, right?
I want to see, is that the lowest we can put the 76ers? Yeah, it is. Okay. I want to make sure they're as low as it can be, bro.
He's trying to get the 76ers all the way out of here.
Hey, number one pick.
Are the Jazz better than the Jazz better than the Sixers?
I just want you to know, this is what it always devolves to. Just shitting on the Sixers for some reason.
I didn't shit on this. I didn't shit on them. I didn't do it. So you can't blame me this time.
If you're not a part of it, then you know you're not a part of it. I'm not
shitting on them.
But you will always put me a part of it because you know I do talk shit about them. So
yeah, but if it doesn't,
realistic question though, like realistic question. Philly or Indiana in the playoff series?
Right now, like
Embiid or no Embiid? Embiid or no Embiid?
Embiid. No. Including
Philly, then.
Philly.
Okay.
If Embiid is there, Philly.
Even if Embiid, I don't know. Based off of what I'm seeing, like I don't know. I'm really curious. We're gonna get to the bottom of this in the postseason, but I'm real curious as to how this Indiana Pacers offense is going to transition into the postseason.
I want you to know.
Your defense is
I know what you're trying to do.
Your defense is cooked, but like that fast-paced offense, that gets a lot of it.
I want you to know, if they go against the Bucks, that's the bigger issue.
Oh my god!
He's just gonna get dunked on by Giannis every game. I don't.
You know what's crazy, and I don't know if this is a hot take. I feel like even if Drew Holiday, like let's say that trade never goes down, I don't know if we're stopping this Indiana Pacers offense still. Like with how they move, bro. Like we just can't keep up with them.
The thing with the Bucks, though, like the Bucks have regression from multiple players, though. Like Brook Lopez isn't what he used to be. He's taking a step back. Bobby Portis is not what he used to be. He's completely forgotten how to. Scorer. He's not. And Chris Middleton's taking a step back too. So we just have guys again getting older, just taking a step back. So even with Drew Holiday stayed on this team, Drew is not what he used to be either. He's still a good defender, but he's not like the kind of defensive stopper he once was. Just a Boston team kind of helps mask his regression because that team is so great with Derek White, Porzingis, all those boys still there. So I just think with Milwaukee, anytime you have Lillard and Giannis, though, you're gonna have a chance to win because Lillard's gonna win you at least one game in the playoffs, and Giannis is gonna single-handedly winning you another one. So if your team just plays well for two, you already have stars that can each give you a game in a playoff series, right? So you already have essentially 2 wins off the bat because both those guys can steal you a game. So they're still dangerous, but their team definitely has flaws.
Yeah.
Facts.
I just need y'all to play Allen more than you play Pat Connington. That's all I'm saying.
Not mad at it.
Sturdy,
he's the better 3-point shooter. Please stop putting him in.
Salute everybody. I'm just enjoying my person.
Hey, actually, hold up real quick. Sturdy, you got the floor. You take over. Xeno, I gotta go ahead and get ready for work and stuff. But Mark, get the cookie on that rocket shit tonight? Sure?
Yeah. I'm out there. Gonna see you at 7. 6 your time.
It's my time.
Yeah, I got you.
All right. Love y'all, boys. I'll see y'all.
Take it easy,
man. Be safe.
Yeah.
See ya. All right, get your shit
off. No, yeah, no problem. First of all, that list was ass. Yeah, that was tweaking. I don't know for multiple reasons. Let's start from the low hanging fruit. But obviously, the Timberwolves for some reason haven't gotten enough respect, which is crazy because they still I believe they still have a better record than the Clippers. Somebody can check me if I'm wrong.
They do.
And
Yeah.
they beat them. They up in the season series, and there's elements of their game that translates to the playoffs. So my question to the panel is, how did you guys rank? Y'all just ranked it just off the regular season or with a little prediction of the playoffs?
Regular season.
Regular season.
Just regular season.
I'm
Okay,
okay, on
that's-
how good they can be too. Like, obviously,
Exactly. That's
how good
me.
they can be, what they've
They
shown,
have a very
especially in
high
the past, like after the trade deadline, what's happened because a lot of teams did make moves. So definitely looking at
Because
it.
Yeah,
like
so
if we were
definitely.
doing off potential, the Spurs should have been over the Hornets. That's my personal take.
I don't think we were, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We weren't. That's what I said.
Yeah.
Because when I said potential, Justin laughed at it and like, no, we're not doing potential.
I did it off of how they are now and going into the playoffs and like what I think they can do in the playoffs. That's what I did. So
Yeah.
I did a little bit of both.
that's
Like-
why I was like the Timberwolves being 4 cooked. That's why I said that.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, I don't see it because they from a playoff standpoint, they have the two best things they're good at as a team, rebounding defense that always translates in playoffs. From a matchup perspective, whether people want to admit it or not, they have no matter what team they play against, they have a person that can have a high advantage on offense, whether it be Ant Edwards in some series or even Carl Towns in other series.
the problem is Cat's unreliable in the playoffs.
Bust.
No, it's not so much. No, he's inconsistent. He does have a history of being inconsistent, but like I told Chill on his show, I get it when people just rely on like past seasons or last season, but that's not this season. This season especially, we've seen so many improvements from different teams, and obviously they don't have the most crisp offensive half court offense, but they still have advantages they can still implement in the playoffs. And most importantly, and the reason why I'm the more higher because they've shown the fact that they can control the pace of the game too. That's a very important factor for a team that size that can and with their underrated bench. I think they're better. I think they've proven it, especially taking to y'all criteria. I think they should be ranked above the Clippers. Better record.
I mean, I would say that, but I have seen at times where they come out hot and fizzle out after half. Like it happens.
No. Every team has their weaknesses, of course, or inconsistencies. Every single team
And that's the issue. That's the issue with Minnesota is that teams with good coaches can exploit those inconsistencies more often than not.
And speaking of coaches, I think Chris Finch, and I was hard on. No. I was very critical of Chris Finch last season. He improved this season. Can't cap. From every sense of the word, improved. From offensive schemes to defensive schemes to managing pace of lineups to in-game adjustments. He improved since last year.
That's
why I'm saying. No, it's not why.
Coach.
It's not belief. It's not belief. It's just what it is, like what they've shown to be. It, like I said before, certain things can't be just judged off last year's results because, in my opinion, last year has nothing to do with this year. Nothing to do with this year anymore.
I agree with you,
So,
but you're arguing for a bad coach, just a bad coach. You're saying that he's
not a bad coach.
He's just a bad coach, in my opinion. I've been watching a couple Timberwolves games, just little stuff that he does in the fourth quarter, and you're talking about their half court offense is a question. And I feel like when the game gets slowed down in the playoffs, half court offense is amplified to the importance more than ever. And then you have a bad coach with a team that sucks in half-court offense. You know how many teams in the playoffs are going to have a good half-court offense and a good coach, and the Timberwolves just don't have that? And they also have players that are infamously known for underperforming. Like, I'm not saying that they're a bad team. They're in the top 10, but when you nitpicking, look at those critiques.
Yeah, no, of course, everything's nitpick, and I took that into account. But I'm saying, especially look at the matchups in the West. Those teams you're referring to can't hold up to the advantages that the Timberwolves have. Every team that you could think of in half court outside of Denver cannot match the physicality of that team, cannot match the size of that team. And like I said before, people gonna see. I think this is the optimistic part. Everything else was just pure observation, but this was here's the optimistic part. I think Carlton's gonna have a better playoff this year. I think because of the seeding, because of the matchups, I think he's gonna be more consistent.
That's fair.
Yeah, I agree too. And last
year, and trust me, and I think you can ask casual on another time. Like I was one of the few guys on YouTube before the season started that had the Clippers as contenders. Outside of people that were delusional Kawhi fans or Clipper fans, I was the only one, and niggas laughed at me. So I know how good the Clippers are. But I just see the way I see it for match. I see the way I see the playoffs is just more matchup dependent, and certain factors like physicality rank higher than pace. That's why I have no belief in the Indiana Pacers. I have no belief in OKC. I have no belief in the Kings or the Pelicans because of the physicality factor.
Yeah, I can understand that. And Mad Max, when we're talking about the Timberwolves, the problems that they have, a lot of it is due to coaching. Half court offense. I mean, that just get some plays. You have Karl Anthony Towns, Anthony Edwards, Mike Conley's a great point guard. Set up some plays, but he doesn't have plays. And yeah, that's the word. You're in denial. Chris Finch is a bad coach, and you'll see it soon. Don't worry about it. I mean, your problem is half court offense, discipline. That is coaching stuff. Karl Anthony Towns.
I disagree.
Karl Anthony Towns is more worried about scoring 50 points. Karl Anthony Towns is more worried about scoring 50 points than winning the game. That's discipline. That's discipline.
No. That's just an immature game. That's an immature moment. That's not an indication of that what that team been doing this entire regular season.
And by the way, the fact that you sit there and say they're not mature when they win most of their games off of defense, which requires maturity.
That's skill. That's skill and effort.
Is that not the skill and effort not also have to be coincided with what did you say?
Coaching, like discipline.
Not necessarily.
Having a good defense with Rudy Gobert, Anthony Edwards, Mike Conley, Jaden McDaniels is because of good coaching.
You're saying Mike Conley like he's the same level. You saying Mike Conley like he's the same same different he was in Grizzlies, and you're saying Karl Anthony Towns is a great defensive forward. Those two players aren't like adding to the defense. So being able to create a system that allows Karl Anthony Towns to recover to his man and not give up an advantage is very useful. Mike Conley also is very useful for the half court offense as well. He's like whenever their offense goes haywire, he's usually the one that calms them down and starts running them into sets and looking for good opportunities for Anthony Edwards and Karl Anthony Towns, specifically Anthony Edwards, because that nigga, for some reason, sometimes he just decides, you know what, I'm going to take 3 step back threes.
Because there isn't a set, like Coach Finch doesn't like it, just giving his best players the ball and let them play basketball. The team is super talented. I mean, you're talking about their defensive scheme that they have. No, their defensive scheme is the same stuff they was doing in Utah. Club, hey, go to Gobert. Gobert is so good. Hey, as long as you go to him, we'll figure it out. And then you also have better POA defenders next to Gobert. So it's making Coach Finch look like he know what he's doing. I mean, when you watching Timberwolves games, watch the fourth quarters, especially at the end of games. That lets you know if you're watching a good coach or not. When you don't make the obvious timeouts and you're not making the right adjustments at the end of games as a coach, I don't care if it's a regular season game. Coach Finch is a bad coach. I don't know why that. I mean, I know why.
Like I said before, like he improved on his like just watching it this season. He improved upon his timeout management. And in terms of fourth quarter execution too, that's not an indictment of a coach if your players have bad habits. Like Anthony Edwards is just like Jason Tatum when he's one of the most athletic guys in the league, but for some reason loves to do this weird thing, loves to rely on jump shots for unnecessary reasons. That's a bad habit. That's not a bad indication of coach. I'm not going to say because Jason Tatum has bad shot selection, that's an indictment on Joe Mozzarella. No, it's not going to say that.
Mozzarella is great, by the way.
Mars, so where do you see like the Timberwolves then? Like when it comes to the playoffs, you see them. When do you see them exiting in the playoffs?
Timberwolves, they are very matchup dependent. Very matchup dependent. They can make a conference finals run if they face the right
1000%.
team.
I think they make. I think them and Denver have the most favorable matchups in the Western Conference playoffs. Period.
So let me ask y'all a question.
Yeah. Okay, I was just gonna get onto it, but go ahead.
Yeah, I got it. So who are y'all looking at for this the season, this last stretch of the season to go into the playoffs? What team are y'all looking at?
The Mavericks.
Who?
Mavericks.
Oh,
Like Mavericks? I ain't mad at that.
I'm looking at the Bucks because they got a new coach. I'm looking at the Heat, of course. I'm looking at the Mavericks because them and the Heat been injured, so like hopefully they team is healthy and playing. I'm also wanting to look at the Cavaliers. They haven't played with Evan Mobley or Darius Garland for a majority of the season so far.
right now I'm looking at the Bucks. I'm looking at the Cavs, the Lakers, of course, Dallas, and I'm looking at the Knicks.
Mr. Spiral Sports.
I'm looking at the Knicks. Obviously, I think we can steal one series from any team on the floor at this point. Will it happen? I don't know, but I think it's possible. And I'm definitely looking at the Clippers because I've been hating on them for so long. But I think this is their best chance so far if they are going to do anything. So I'm checking them out, and then the Nuggets.
Oh, okay. For me, I'm actually looking at I'm going to be looking at the Wolves from now on. I'm also looking at the Pelicans. The Pelicans have been doing sneakily well, and I don't think much people are really talking about them, other than the fact that we've been some people have been aware that Zion is starting to get back into form. Like, you're about to get that vertical pop from Zion. Like, you know those over the head finishes at the rim. He's starting to do them now. You can really see it, and he's becoming more efficient as the season goes on. So that's one of the things that I really like about Zion. Okay, so since everyone's gone what they wanted to go off, I'm sorry, Max, we're literally about to end the show right now, bro.
I was going to say there was one more topic we didn't even talk about that was on our list.
Yeah, but I think we should just end it because you two have your own show to go, no?
Yeah, we do.
Exactly. So before we go, I'm just going to straight up say this. Thank you, guys, for coming through. We had A-Sturdy come up. We had Spiral Sports come.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
And then we have our trio.
Xeno, can I just say this is just a final quick closing take?
Yeah.
Steph Curry's not top 10, and Kevin Durant's greater Steph Curry. That's all.
Good shit. I love hating on Steph Curry. Anyways, Darrel, what's called our top 3 up there? Mr. Mar, Rodney, and Darrel.
Yeah.
Yes, then we had some other people. We had some people in the chat as well. We had Moo in there, A-Sturdy, who's up here. We had Meat Max. We had other people like the Swish, Desto, one of our homies. We had Rebrandon come through. We had even a little bit more of those people coming through. Thank you all for coming through to the show. Hopefully you have a good evening. This is Xeno signing off. And all I have to say
Shout out Up the Score show.
Oh yeah. Salad about my show. Hey, see you later.
Hey.